Hasan Minhaj. He's a little pimple on my asshole. Not even on my asshole, on my ass. But kind of one of those pimples you get like around the corner of the asshole, not quite in there, but on the edge. And when you sit down, it kind of hurts. It really sucks. Anyway, you know the story. Donald Trump didn't go to the White House Correspondents' dinner. And so there, Samantha Bee and them held a evil dinner, the evil dinner to, I'm calling it that, basically to attack the media and Donald Trump and everything. I'd seen a lot of clips of this. I hadn't watched all of it yet, but I'm going to sit here and watch all of Hasan Minhaj's monologue, the whole thing here live and react to it. It's not that long. Some of the clips I saw, the very redundant jokes. It's like same 1,000 jokes we've heard over and over and over again from people who don't like Trump. Very tiring. And that definitely gets a little bit annoying. But before we start that, I'm gonna get the stream on Twitter real quick so people can know what we're doing, and then but I think anyone who's gonna listen to this right now or later. I'm very excited to be doing this, and I've been enjoying doing the streams lately. And I think it's kind of like, yeah, like I said, it's kind of like radio. You kind of just talk and have to do your own thing and figure it out. And although I need to be better at setting up these long beginnings, I kind of just want to jump into it, and I spend so much time procrastinating at the beginning. But I guarantee you, once it gets going, it's very exciting. Very, very exciting. Where the hell is this damn stream? Hold on, I'm trying to find my stream link. I know it's in the thing, but I actually like to take the link from, unless I don't see it. This is weird. It says the stream is healthy, but I don't see a link. I'm doing my Jerry Seinfeld. I don't want to be a pirate, because he wears a pirate shirt. It's pretty amazing. God damn it. What the fuck is that stream? I have no idea. Stream health. The internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. Oh, well, I want the internet to see me. That's the only way it should be. I don't want to be hidden from everyone. I want to be exposed and real. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Jesus Christ. Everything's lagging right now. It's really annoying. Come on. Come on. Sorry. My computer's being a real bitch right now for some reason. It's not loading anything. Very, very annoying. Who is he? An Aziz Ansari clone? Basically. He basically is just trying to do the Aziz Ansari thing. That's a very good point. I did watch Aziz Ansari's SNL monologue last night, the one he did like a month ago. It wasn't great, but there was this one funny joke about Donald Trump being like the Chris Brown. Said it was like the Chris Brown, and people just they don't care about him hitting Rihanna. They just like the tunes. That was kind of a funny joke, but I like Aziz Ansari's show though. I think Master of None's very, very good, and I was a big fan of his work on Parks and Rec. But this guy's awful. You actually watch him on The Daily Show, and he is quite he's on the he's just like, it seems like to be their token like foreign guy. Is how I get it. Hey Kevin. Yeah, he's kind of like because Trevor Noah has to have his token team of people. So of course that's how it's gonna be. So no, he's extremely unfunny. He did an interview with Gavin McInnes once where he did that thing with the female soccer players, where Daily Show basically just lied their asses off about female soccer players getting underpaid, even though they win so much more. They eliminated all the context, and they edited Gavin McInnes's interview manipulatively. Like, he was making jokes and making fun of this guy, of Hasan, and of course on the Daily Show they edited it together to be like, hey look, Gavin was a moron, even though all this stuff they put together, that was stuff he was saying intentionally to fuck with this guy. But the Daily Show, they always edit clips together in that way. It's pretty shitty. They even did that in the Jon Stewart era. Jon Stewart always And that always kind of annoyed me because Jon Stewart's like, hey, I'm fake news, don't take me seriously. Yet he did have a bias and he knew people were taking him seriously. All over the place. Gavin McInnes had a video where Minhaj tried to misrepresent him on Daily Show. McInnes shows they selectively edit it. Yeah, Sargon did a video on that too. It's one of my favorite Sargon videos because the soccer argument is something I have to debunk all the time with people. Because I get all the time like, well, the female soccer players actually are better and win more, and they get paid less. It's like, no, actually, they don't make nearly as much money as the male soccer players, and that's why they don't get paid as much. It's basic economics. But, yeah, he's basically that guy. Guys, I guess he would be the new, what's the name of that John Oliver? I guess he's like Trevor Noah's John Oliver. Like how Jon Stewart had his foreign guy, and he was like, alright, he's going to come in and do these wacky interviews and sketches. I guess that's what, Hasan Minhaj is doing. I guess that's his skill. Still could be worse, Sam B. Oh, no, Sam B's here. We're not there yet, but we are gonna watch some Sam B. Maybe not tonight, but I think he hosted this thing, didn't he? Pretty sure he hosted this thing. I imagine he did because he did a lot of crap. All right, guys. So we're about to jump in here. Try to get the word out on the stream. Let people know what's going on. Get the word out to all your friends, all the kiddies out there, because we got to set through this and we're gonna get through this together. I won't be checking the chat as much as usual, but I will check it. So if you have any questions or you want to leave me some comments, let me know. But I'm gonna be trying to focus on this a little bit, and let me know if there's any audio or video issues, and I'll try to work on it. Okay, I need to go back a bit. This isn't really his first joke.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the series finale of the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Oh man. My name is Hasan Minhaj, or as I'll be known in a few weeks, number 830287.
Jesus. Oh my God. You notice his delivery's really bad? Like, that's the thing that caught me immediately from this beginning part, is that his delivery's bad. Like, how he comes out and says it's very painfully, like he's trying very hard, like, oh God. I mean, it's not natural. My favorite Correspondents' Dinner was Norm Macdonald during the Clinton era. Fucking Norm Macdonald came in and just owned. What did I miss, madam? They're gonna hijack, economics like they hijack science. Good afternoon! Good afternoon, friends. No, I already dislike this, and I'm only 27 seconds in. That really bothers me. Like, I don't like his delivery. This is worrisome. Because you gotta think, this is a guy that, I think he does stand-up, but, on The Daily Show, they edit clips together, and he does his thing. This is him having to perform in front of a lot of people. Not everyone can do that well. It's a certain type of person who can do that. But, of course, it's the last Correspondents' Dinner because Trump didn't go here. I know some people think Trump's a pussy not going to this, and I can deal with that criticism on some level, because this is the Hollywood-Washington gathering of the year. But my issue with it is that they're extra hateful of Trump. They would attack him way more. Like, with everyone else, Obama, even Bush, and Clinton, there was always this fun thing about it that was really nice and charming. They would have just been awful towards Trump. And how they are tonight would have been no different had he shown up or not. And Hasan does this whole thing about, like, yeah, he can't take a joke. You guys aren't joking. A joke would be you insulting him and making fun of him without being hateful. You mean the stuff you say. You're not saying it to be funny. Like, I watch your guys' shit. I watch The Daily Show. I watch Samantha Bee. I watch Stephen Colbert. You guys aren't trying to be funny. You're trying to push a message with comedy. And you think you're satirists. You think you're like these clever satirists, but it's not satire when your message is obvious what you're doing. It's not subtext. You're just saying, hey, I agree with this side politically. Fuck you if you don't. And fuck this president. That's not comedy. You're not being funny. You're just trying to I guess go with the masses. Even though Daily Show's ratings, Jesus, do 1 million people watch The Daily Show? I mean, God, I'm sure H3 brings in more numbers every video than The Daily Show does nightly. Only a cucks. Hilarious how they wore First Amendment pins while whipping out the "but hate speech." That's my favorite thing in the world. Is when the left talks about free speech, and then as soon as you get in that discussion with them, you say, well, hey, do you think people should censor hate speech? And they go, well, some. And I go, oh, okay, you don't believe in free speech. You don't know what it means. Yeah, what's the point of even having this without Donald Trump there? Like, this really is just a group of people in a room, like the Academy Awards or something, like, whacking each other off. Like, everyone in this room agrees with each other. There's going to be very little people in here that don't agree with this. So it's just a big party celebration. Like, hey guys, let's all just pat each other on the back, just like every LGBTQ gathering in the world.
Who would have thought, with everything going on in the country right now, that a Muslim would be standing on this stage for the 9th year in a row, baby? We had 8 years of Barack. What's another year? I see you, fam. I see you, Barry. What you doing right now? You jet skiing while the world burns? That's cool.
That wasn't funny at all. That was really unfunny. I mean, I'm not saying he's bombing yet because we just started, but like anyone who's giving him the nice clap or laughter there, you know, who would have guessed a Muslim's up here? Like, really? Muslim jokes? Are you kidding, dude? And that was like a George Bush era Muslim joke. You cannot cuck the tuck. No one cucks the tuck. No, that was pretty bad.
Cool. That's cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
For those of you who don't know me, I am a correspondent on The Daily Show on Comedy Central. Now I see some of you whispering to each other, what is Comedy Central?
No, they're like, who are you? The Daily Show's still on? It's not Comedy Central. People are like, who the fuck still watches The Daily Show? And if they know anyone, they know Trevor. No, nobody knows who you are. I always like, oh, what's Comedy Central? That joke doesn't make any sense. Do people know what Comedy Central is? Comedy Central's not obscure. South Park? Are you kidding? Well, I know you're kidding, but not in the way I want you to be kidding. Shit. When the SJWs get tired of their circle jerk, what will they do? Well, they'll never get tired of it, so, don't worry.
It's basically an internship for Netflix. I'd like to thank Jeff Mason and the White House Correspondents Association for having me. I would say...
Look at this guy, like he can't contain his laughter. They're all so happy. It's an internship for Netflix. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god. What's Comedy Central? It's an internship for Netflix. Oh. I'm telling jokes to a bunch of children.
It is an honor to be here, but that would be an alternative fact. It is not. No one wanted to do this. So of course... it lands in the hands of an immigrant. It's how it always goes down. No one wanted this gig.
No one laughing again. They're applauding him for saying the immigrant thing. No one's laughing. That's applause. Like, woo, immigration! These aren't jokes. So far, this has been a circle jerk for like a minute and a half. He's basically just been trying to get the crowd to agree with him. He hasn't really been telling jokes. Correspondents on The Daily Show is not really something to brag about. Samantha Bee, John Oliver, Stephen Colbert... they really cast an impressive alumni. I think the two best people that came from The Daily Show, in my opinion, are Paul Rudd and Steve Carell. They are both terrific and were on The Daily Show, and they were good actors, and did a lot of work post The Daily Show. I think those two are terrific. I sure do hope that he tells a joke that is funny. Oh, get ready. It ain't happening. He was born in California, really? Wait, he was born here. Yeah, you're not an immigrant then, dude. You're a citizen. Is he kidding? Like, do people not... why does the left not understand this, that if you're born in this country, you're a citizen? I mean, I know our ancestors are immigrants and stuff, but, like, I'm not an immigrant. I was born here. I'm an American. That's why I never got African American. It's like, what? You were born here. You weren't brought over from Africa. Like, I'm not German American, like, because my family came over from Germany. It's fucking stupid. It's like, it's like an overcompensation. So, he's saying an immigrant, like, oh, they gotta get an immigrant, and he's not even an immigrant. It seems like none of these foreigners on the left are actually, yeah, you never know if Mark Dice is telling the truth or not. So we'll have to figure that one out or not. We'll have to put that one on hold for a little bit. You never know with Mark Dice. I like Mark Dice, but he's like Dr. Cox, but conservative. Like, he reminds me of Dr. Cox yelling at JD, like John C. McKinley. Like, every time I see Mark Dice, I'm like, damn it, dude, you're like my Dr. Cox. You would just be yelling at me for not being a good enough anti-SJW. Well, I know Paul Rudd got a start in Halloween there, but he was on The Daily Show. He did a lot of stuff. He was on Clueless. He was in this movie where he had to get a package, and then he had to get this package before it got to his girlfriend. But yeah, I think he got the work later that led to his work in 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think it helped with being on The Daily Show, because he knew Steve Carell and them. And they all met up with Judd Apatow and stuff like that. Because a lot of the guys that... I'd say the 40-Year-Old Virgin was kind of that movie that had that kind of Daily Show sensibility with its humor. Alright. Let's get back to this comedy, man. This is great. This is like... I mean, man, this guy's the new Louis C.K. or Dave Chappelle. I mean, we don't need anyone else. We have Hasan.
No one. Don Rickles died just so you wouldn't ask him to do this gig, all right? R.I.P. to Don Rickles, the only Donald with skin thick enough to take a joke like that. R.I.P. to the legend.
That wasn't funny at all. Do you notice nobody laughed? He said Don Rickles died and I'll come here. It really wasn't that funny because Don Rickles died and Don Rickles would have come there. And he's like the only Don who has skin deep, thick enough to take that joke. You don't get to say that. You guys are terrible at criticism. Literally, Gavin McInnes came on, told you how you were fucking wrong, and you guys edited the clips manipulatively to make him look like an asshole, to make him look like an idiot when he was joking with you. You guys are complete hypocrites. Trevor Noah just told everyone to fuck off if you're criticizing Obama for taking $400,000 for Wall Street speeches. You are a politically motivated show. You are not comedians first. You have an ideological bias, and then you're comedians. Don't you fucking... The whole narrative he's going to do is that Donald Trump wasn't brave enough to come here. Dude, you're not telling jokes. You're not roasting a guy. Roasting is playful and lovable. This wouldn't have been lovable and fun. You would have just been a dick to this guy. You don't like Donald Trump. You don't like him at all. You hate him. I mean, you guys all hate him. I would not go sit around a group of people that fucking hate me. When you get roasted by people, usually they don't... Also, Donald Trump did a Comedy Central roast years ago with real comedians, Hasan, you dumb fuck. He let real comedians like Jeff Ross come out and roast him. He got roasted the fuck up in that roast. It was insane. Everyone made fun of him. And he smiled and laughed. He didn't act like an asshole. He's not here because you're not funny, and your liberal bullshit comedy isn't funny. You guys would have just come here and told unfunny jokes like this. I wouldn't want to sit here and not laugh for a half hour either, Hasan. Maybe if somebody funny would have showed up, that would have been interesting. Dave Chappelle would have been amazing. Does anyone remember that Donald Trump got roasted on Saturday Night Live? I mean, not on that, on Comedy Central. Hey, straight Sithmal, but it's fucking true. Yeah, he was born and raised in California. There he goes. So, okay, the dude's not even really a fucking immigrant. He's just an American whose parents are immigrants, but that makes him an immigrant in his mind. And Donald Trump has been roasted before, so this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. We literally have a roast of Donald Trump getting made fun of by comedians. Can you not understand that it's the fact that you guys are vitriolic and wrong in the way that you go about these things is the why that Donald Trump doesn't want to sit here? I wouldn't want to sit here either. You guys fucking suck. Like, this is awful already. I'm not even 2 minutes in, and you are Amy Schumer. You are Samantha Bee. You are that level of comedian. You are an amateur, small club-esque comedian that only got famous because you're brown, and people wanted to throw you around because, hey, Aziz Ansari has a show now, but you're like his retarded cousin that's less funny, but is trying to follow in his popular cousin's footsteps, who was on a TV show. You got the most cliche fucking haircut that guys like you ever have. You're wearing a fucking tux that looks a little too big for you because you clearly have the body of a 14-year-old boy. And your comedy chops and your comedic background seems to be at the level that maybe you were watching The View a lot as a kid, or perhaps you studied Two and a Half Men and the brilliance of Chuck Lorre. I don't know. Who taught you? I mean, if Trevor Noah and his team thought you were good enough to come on, I guess the qualifications were high enough. Little fuckboy. Hasan Minhaj, born September 23, 1985. God, he's a kid. He's a fucking baby. Of course, so he's a kid who grew up in California, probably rich, probably grew up pretty wealthy. I'm assuming there was some nepotism or connections to get him at his point in life, as most things like this work. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Is he going to let a bunch of immigrants come live in his house? Is he going to let a bunch of legal immigrants and refugees come move into his house?
I'm sorry. That's my only Trump joke. I was explicitly told not to go after the administration. I promise you, that's my only Trump joke. You were not told that. Believe me.
You were also apparently told not to tell jokes. Somebody told you not to tell any jokes. They told you just to come up and talk. You know, if you're getting paid for this, holy crap. They could have given me nothing and I would have done this for free. I would have loved to have gone to this room full of celebrities and liberal elite from Washington. I would have loved to have come and roasted them. Oh my goodness. See, that's the problem here. There's no fairness. They're not going to make fun of everyone. It's going to be this kind of tone the rest of the night. Like, Trump is in the wrong, he's the bad guy, I'm in the right. You don't have a comedic premise unless people agree with you. That's not a way to win someone over with comedy. You have to make it universal enough that I have to agree with your joke despite not agreeing with what you're saying politically or not. But it's like, damn it, that's funny. But you're not trying to be funny. That's the problem, Hasan. Or maybe you're incapable of being funny. Hey, to be fair, he didn't start a joke with my vagina. Hey, I mean, are you guys with me here? Wouldn't I have been better hosting this than him? Wouldn't you have rather seen the Patriarchy version of this? I'm just saying. Yo, yeah, no, you guys could be my Young Turks. We're fucking better than you. Oh, don't worry, I'll be roasting throughout this entire video. Don't worry, it'll be coming through. There's plenty of roasting coming.
It is amazing to be surrounded by some of the greatest journalists in the world. And yet, when we all checked into the Hilton on Friday, we all got a USA Today.
That's not funny at all. Holy shit. I mean, I know I'm just saying, like, that's not funny, but once again, no laugh. The people just cheered. That's not funny. He's like, man, the world's greatest journalist, and we all got a USA today. What the fuck? It's like, huh? Huh?
Every time a USA Today slides underneath my door, it's like...
Holy shit, there's Wolf Blitzer. Wolf Blitzer's there. He's probably just like, oh, fuck, how did we get here? This is going to lead to Trump 2020. Fuck. You know, they should change his name from Wolf Blitzer to Dire Wolf Blitzer. Not from Game of Thrones, but Dire Wolf, because he looks like he's dying. He's a dying Wolf Blitzer. Jesus Christ. How old is Wolf Blitzer? I mean, God, he probably has testicles that are older than me. Oh my God. I mean, you talk about the ancient, old, outdated media. Wolf Blitzer is only known by people probably statistically from the age of 60 to like 75. Even people above that don't know him because they can't use their remote to watch TV and stuff. He's not even hip enough for the old people. They were watching Bill O'Reilly. Wolf Blitzer, jeez. You know, it would be cool if they did Blitz, though, like the Blitz football game, like Wolf Blitzer football. And you just tackled correspondents for CNN. I'd love to tackle Anderson Cooper. Dire AIDS Blitzer. Telling jokes about how the president is the entire point of the White House Correspondents' dinner. Yeah, that is the point. If he was actually telling jokes, I'd agree with your premise. But he's not telling jokes. See, the whole point of a joke, DL, is that it's supposed to be funny and have a point and be thought out. He's just talking. He's just coming out and saying, "Hey, you know, I mean, I guess you could argue these are jokes, but I'm going to put them under the category of not being jokes." So I disagree with your premise. The whole thing about the White House Correspondents' Dinner is to lovingly make fun of the president, is to jokingly, in a very fun way, like a roast, make fun of someone. But usually at a roast, you say a compliment. Like at a roast at Comedy Central, usually they end the roast most of the time with, "Hey, I'm a big fan of you. I love you. I just came out to mess with you tonight." That's not what these guys are doing. Hasan hates Trump. Samantha Bee hates Trump. Nobody who went and roasted a Barack Obama hated Barack Obama. Nobody hated him. Even back in the George Bush days, Stephen Colbert. I don't think Stephen Colbert hated George Bush at all. I don't think he hated him. These people do not like Trump at all, and they want to come. I mean, they would have come and been fucking awful. I mean, they're already being awful. They're acting childish, and they're. I mean, yeah, I wish he would have shown up, but there's no way. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, right here, John, you make a great point. Obama's White House Correspondents' dinner. They made fun of Trump the whole night, and they made fun of a bunch of people. They made fun of the birth certificate thing, and Obama made fun of it. It just built Obama up. It made Obama look funnier, and he had people from The Daily Show write his material. Now the people from The Daily Show are there to make fun of Trump. Do you think they would have wrote material for Trump? Fuck no. This is like Saturday Night Live. They'll occasionally do a thing like The Bubble where they make fun of the left, but every week it's like, gotta throw in a Putin joke, gotta throw in a Sean Spicer joke, gotta throw in a Trump joke, and the jokes are dead. Those jokes were dead 6 months ago, and they're hammering them in over and over and over and over and over again. The real Dean Martin was for cutting and mean, but also respect and based in actual reality. Yes, and the humor, the meanness wasn't mean. Don Rickles was never mean. He said something that was just so fucking funny, it couldn't be mean. I mean, he was hilarious. I love Don Rickles. These guys don't get, no one, not everyone's a good roaster. Hasan may be kind of funny. Hey, you Ewok, you fuckbit. Hey, also, Ewoks suck. They ruined the original Star Wars trilogy, so you should probably change your name. You're the Jar Jar of the OT. But comedy cannot from a cusp of hatred. I think comedy can come somewhat from hatred, but it can't be controlled by the hatred. Hatred could be an inspiration for your comedy, but you can't let it be the controlling force of it. You have to go inside yourself and eliminate that, because something isn't funny when everyone has to agree with you with your hate for it to be funny. Like, if you don't agree with him completely, these jokes aren't funny. These jokes are only funny if you really don't like Donald Trump. I don't think that's a good comedian. I think a good comedian gets you all sorts of point of views and things. I kill Ewoks. Oh, love. Alright, let's get back to this. This is fucking awful, though.
Saying, hey, you're not that smart, right? USA Today is what happens when the coupon section takes over the newspaper. Like, what, is this an article about global warming or 50 cents off Tide? Either way,
Man, I am having a hard time with this. This is cringe. He's bombing. I do not care what any. I've argued with some people, because even on here, like the dislikes to likes, it's much higher. It has 66,000 likes to 12,683 dislikes and 2 million hits. So the consensus is that he's doing well. But we are all sitting here watching this. If he was doing this kind of material in a club, like a comedy store, he would get fucking. He would get harassed by everyone in there. You talk about getting heckled. If he was at an actual comedy club right now doing this kind of material, somebody would just be like, hey, you Muslim faggot, tell some fucking jokes. Or why don't you blow yourself up? I'd rather die right now. Please send me to the fucking Holy Land than hearing your bullshit for another 20 minutes. I mean, for fuck's sakes. I mean, this is shit tier comedy. Oh my, I'm not kidding. I think I'd rather listen to Dane Cook right now. I mean that. Dane Cook right now would be more entertaining than watching this. The Ewoks are the true Jedi. Boy, sure do wish Bill Hicks was still alive. Jesus, man, this shit. I have a complicated relationship with my father. I'm sorry, Thomas the Train. No, seriously, he's worse than Amy Schumer. I mean that. This is worse than... Because Amy Schumer at least had comedic premises. She just didn't follow through with the joke, and she could make it very funny. He's not even really sticking with premises. He's just saying, like, hey, we all got a USA Today. USA Today is when the welfare kids, the coupon, starts to take over. It's like... So USA Today has less integrity than the New York Times, or... Which I don't think... I think the New York Times has no more integrity than those places. Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal. What's the legitimate news source? I don't think there is one. I think USA Today is just as valid at reporting the news as anyone else's, isn't it? I've used USA Today for articles. They're just as... They're less biased than CNN. His show is going to be move over South Park. Oh my god. I dry turd with nuts and make Amy Schumer seem funny. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Pictures are so pretty.
I just can't believe how bad he is at delivering lines. Like, he doesn't come off like a professional comedian. Like, this is a guy who gets paid a lot of money to do this for a living. He does this on TV and he's getting paid for this. I'm making no money right now on my YouTube videos. In fact, the other day I got a copyright claim on my BuzzFeed video, right? I got a claim on it. And the way that I beat that copyright claim was when I sent the message to the guy who sent the claim, is I said, basically, there's no ads on this video. So you claiming this means you're going to get $0. So basically your claim is pointless. I'm just going to leave the video up. Fuck you. Then I won the claim. Because he's like, oh, well, I can't make a penny off this. And that video's got like 1,000 hits in a couple days. And he's like, oh, he's right. There's no ads on this. So I was able to win fair use that one time. But that was basically, no, the guy is waiting for a response because he's not getting the initial laughs, so he's sitting there doing the thing. But it's really funny. I got a copyright claim on that BuzzFeed video from that motherfucker, and then I just told him, like, hey, dude, you're not gonna make any money off this, and I got a ticket. So maybe not getting ad revenue anymore. There's a plus side to it. People won't copyright claim anymore. But I'm getting paid nothing for that, right? And I come on here and tell these shitty jokes to you guys on live streams, and I do my shit. This guy's probably getting paid thousands of dollars to come on here and do this cringe material. Like, unprofessional, unfunny, amateur night-type comedy. I mean, this is something that he probably prepared for a long time, and he probably had people help him write his material. That's the worst part. He had people help him write his material. This guy's a comedian, he's a fucking actor. He's just a guy who says stuff. He has no comedy bones in him. This is not a guy who is funny. This is not a guy that is hilarious and then became a famous comedian. This is a guy that is famous, and we're all sitting here going like, how are you famous? His speech is screechy. He seems like he's crapping himself while he's saying the jokes when Trump isn't even there. No, my hamster's not dead, although she did get out of her cage today, the little bitch. I wake up and I see her door was open. And so I'm running around looking for her, and she's running around, and then I put a treat out for her, and I go to get it, and then she bit my finger twice, and I was like, ow, and then I laid a treat out for her again to get her to come back out from under my couch. She bit my finger 2 more times. Then I eventually was able to grab her and put her back in her cage. But very unhappy with her today after that. Hamtaro... Oh, yeah, I'm not breaking the wheel. I'm not going to be Daenerys and be like, I'm going to break the wheel. But my hamster, she pulled her Tom Cruise Mission Impossible today and somehow got out of that cage. It's basically, I feel like a prison guard with this hamster. I don't even feel like I own a pet. I feel like I have a prisoner that I have to keep locked up.
Tonight is about defending the First Amendment and the free press, and I am truly honored to be here, even though all of Hollywood pulled out now that King Joffrey is president and it feels like the Red Wedding in here.
See, that didn't get a big laugh because that King Joffrey joke got made 1,000 times. I even remember that King Joffrey joke getting made way, way, way back. Who made that joke really early? I think Stephen Colbert or John Oliver, somebody was like, King Joffrey is now the president. Like, to make the King Joffrey comparison this many months later after those jokes were first made, it's like, dude, that is a redundant joke. Like, they can't write new material about Trump. A Game of Thrones Joffrey Red Wedding joke? Are you kidding? That same fucking joke was made on the election night, dude. You're using old jokes. Jesus Christ. $5 a guy like Unfunny Cuck is going to be live-action Aladdin. That would be, yeah. The hamster just love you with its defiance. We have a love-hate relationship. No, it is difficult to watch. Man, Filthy Frank Boss, that's all you ever leave as a comment on any of my videos is the N-word. Is that your vocabulary? Like... No, I mean, you know, it's funny. It's like Trump didn't go, so they just went to the lowest tier they could get. It's like, all right, let's hire the F-list talent. We don't have anyone good to show up.
For the record, the WHCA is a group of journalists who cover the White House. They are not King Joffrey's goons, so I'm so glad you guys are all here tonight to honor a great American tradition, because we all know this administration loves deleting history faster than Anthony Weiner when he hears footsteps. So thank you for being here.
Once again, no laughs. No one's really laughing. Look at the audience's reaction here. These are not people that guy's overreacting. I mean, he's bombing. I mean, I'm going. This is bombing. I mean, if you're 3 minutes in and you haven't gotten a huge laugh yet, and you're not getting consistent laughs, that's bombing for an event like this. I mean, this is a bad. And you could tell he kind of is nervous. He knows he's not getting the laughs he wants. And there's nothing more awkward than watching a comedian not get the responses they want. Yeah, it's, you know, he's just dragging every joke has basically been the same. He's basically been telling the same joke for 3 minutes without variations of it, or telling a story over 3 minutes, which could have been really funny. You could tell he has talking points to hit, and he's like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, listen, I get it. We gotta address the elephant that's not in the room.
Okay, that's not totally unfunny. You know, that's kind of a funny joke. I'll give him a pass on that one.
The leader of our country is not here. And that's because he lives in Moscow. It is a very long flight. It'd be hard for Vlad to make it. Vlad can't just make it on a Saturday.
Oh, wow, you're saying Putin runs our country and Trump's his puppet, even though there's no proof of that at all. Yet the media keeps spreading that narrative and comedians keep making jokes about it. Ha ha ha. Don't you guys get that joke's only funny if you believe that? If you don't believe that, like I don't believe that Trump works for Putin. It's not funny. It's random. That's not a joke. Do you see the problem here, Hasan? Once again, old joke. SNL's not even doing the fucking Putin-Trump thing as much anymore. That joke is like 2 or 3 months old. He's telling 2 or 3 month old jokes. Yeah, they're not laughing because they're racist. No, I mean, I can't believe it. He's telling the same fucking jokes that we've been hearing for months.
It's a Saturday. As for the other guy, I think he's in Pennsylvania.
Once again, people are clapping. They're not really laughing. Nobody's really laughing at his jokes.
Because he can't take a joke. Now, for the 9 people watching on C-SPAN, they're...
You can't tell a joke. How can I take it if you can't tell it? Like, if I have to take a punch, you have to be able to give a punch. If you can't tell a joke, I can't take a joke, Hasan. I don't follow your logic here. Trump can't take a joke that you can't give. You can't claim you can give that joke that you can't give, motherfucker. Don't try your Muslim voodoo on me. I won't let it happen. There's more evidence that Pizzagate is real than there is my Russians conspiracy theory. This guy looks like he's 12. Does anyone actually watch Comedy Channel? No, Comedy Central's ratings are shit, except for Tosh 2.0 and South Park. Everything else, the ratings are pretty bad right now. This is basically... Yeah, I love he says Trump can't take a joke. Once again, Trump was roasted by a bunch of professional comedians at Comedy Central years ago, a network you work for. He didn't mind then. He didn't want to come on here and hear this. This is awful. You're making Putin jokes. Are you going to make fun of his hair? Oh boy, guess what? He's probably going to make fun of his hair.
Also was another elephant in the room, but Donald Trump Jr. shot it and cut off its tail.
Once again, no real laughs, just kind of awkward laughter, awkward smiles, claps, people trying to encourage him.
You know, a lot of people told me, Hasan, if you go after the administration, it would be petty, unfair, and childish. In other words, presidential. So here we go. I get why Donald Trump didn't want to be roasted tonight. By the looks of him, he's been roasting nonstop for the past 70 years. Historically, the president usually...
Oh my god, dude. Jesus. I am really having a fucking time with this. I'm having a really hard fucking time. I mean, I'm trying, guys. I really thought I would be able to get through this a lot easier. This is fucking rough for me. Like, I hate unfunny comedians. I mean, I would heckle this guy immediately. I mean, oh my god.
He performs at the Correspondents' Dinner, but I think I speak for all of us when I say he's done far too much bombing this month.
Wow, he's not telling a joke again. Look, nobody's laughing. And they cut to this girl wearing a hijab, for some reason, setting by black people. I don't even know what ethnicity this chick is. She looks like a piece of dough that was made into multiple different things. She's a piece of Play-Doh. This Play-Doh here is watching. Once again, no laughter. That wasn't a funny joke. I don't even know if that was a joke. Was that a joke? Let's have a vote. Was that a joke? Did anyone think that was a joke there? Just raise a show of hands. Because I don't think that was a joke. No, I know. No, it's... The cameraman's even shitty. Nobody here knows what they're doing. They don't even know how to cut to people. Holy fuck. I will speak for you what's funny or not. This is unfunny. I completely speak for you. If you think that is funny, please unsubscribe. I do not want you watching my videos anymore. I will AIU your ass. Token lives matter. Wouldn't it be funny if someone yelled Allah Akbar at the duck for... I'd yell out something like, man, I kind of regret not being like Trump and not showing the fuck up right now. Holy shit. I'm jealous. I want to be in Pennsylvania right now. Instead of being here.
Now, a lot of people in the media say that Donald Trump goes golfing too much. You guys are always like, he goes golfing too much, which raises a very important question. Why do you care? Do you want to know what he's not doing when he's golfing? Being president. Let the man putt-putt. Keep him...
Nobody's laughing again. Really bad responses. You know, somebody told me to watch this and see, like, because I watched, like, a 5-minute clip earlier, and I said, it looks like he bombed. And then everyone was arguing with me, a lot of SJWs, and they said, no, he actually dominated. Go watch the full thing, and you'll see the crowd loved him. I'm watching, I'm 5 minutes in. He hasn't gotten one huge response yet from the crowd. Not one huge laugh. At all. He has been getting a lot of awkward laughter, and he knows it. This guy's face, you look at it, that is a man who has one or two things happening. He either knows he's about to go to prison and get ass raped, or he knows he's bombing in front of an audience of people. And we know that at least has happened. Or maybe he is going to get raped later. I don't know. I don't know what was happening with him that night. The guy on the video at Pat. Wait, what? Not you, fucker. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I was just making... I'm getting all riled up and angry from this guy. I apologize, straight Sith male. Straight Sith male. Oh, that's actually a funny name. I never read that. That's actually pretty clever. I want to be in Berkeley when Milo returns to fight some Antifa fags. Yeah, Milo's going to be our John Lennon. Someone's going to shoot him eventually, and they're going to have a copy of, they're not going to have The Catcher in the Rye. They're going to have, like, The Fault in Our Stars. It's going to be very upsetting.
Distracted. Teach him how to play badminton. Tell him he has a great body for bobsledding. Play him tic-tac-toe. The longer you keep him distracted, the longer we're not at war with North Korea. Every time Donald Trump goes golfing, the headline should read, Trump golfing, apocalypse delayed, take the W.
Look at this guy. No one's laughing. I mean, this is awkward. This is really awkward. I mean, oh my god. I am an asshole. I know. Why let the suicide bomb themselves at Berkeley? You need to handle your hamster more if she's biting you. You got some thickish leather gloves and you hold her. Your aggression with her is just going to cause her to continue to bite you. It's like you're taking your Ewok aggression on the hammy. I don't have any aggression towards my hamster, Fraser. You're misconstruing what I say about my hamster as aggression or anger towards my hamster. I haven't been aggressive towards my hamster. But I do enjoy your armchair analysis from the chat room. That waste of good bomb material. Yeah, you know, he is a Muslim, so I guess he is pretty good at bombing. Huh? Huh? You know what I mean? I mean, those Muslims, they're always bombing.
This is great.
Maybe this was his suicide bombing. Maybe he'll get 72 virgins after this. Ewok aggression. I was having fun. I like you guys can dish it out, but you can't take it back. Come on, guys. I'm twisting your nipples a little bit until they go purple. Yeah, nice joke, fag. That one joke is... Yeah, to be fair, in the context of what we've been watching, your joke is much, much funnier. Ewok, they are killing themselves. Someone said South Park is saving it. I don't watch it English TV anyway. You don't watch English TV? What, do you watch French TV? What the fuck does that mean? I don't think you're a faggot, dude. I mean, if you are, that's fine. But I don't assume you're one. Yeah, it is a comedy suicide bombing. That's exactly what it is. No, I love it. Yeah, what do you watch? Do you watch Spanish soap operas and luchador Mexican, luchador stuff? Is that all you watch? Hey, to be fair, there's not a lot of elitist celebrities here, too. Oh, yeah, no, my hamster's hilarious. I was thinking about doing videos with her. Just adventures with me and my hamster. I was thinking about just filming her running around on her wheel and me having this, like, Tom and Jerry-like relationship where I'm the Tom. Hey, I love all of your left nuts. We're gonna make our nut tonight. All of us.
I love this. Even if you guys grown, I've already hired Kellyanne Conway. She's gonna go on TV on Monday and tell everybody I killed. So it really doesn't matter. But I love...
Once again, no laugh. He got no laugh there. No response to that. He noticed the laugh bombed. He smacked the thing down and moved on. He's like, well, Kellyanne Conway said I did great. He knows he's bombing. Oh my god, I didn't know about this. Why aren't the headlines all over the web that he bombed? I didn't read anywhere this guy bombed at the White House Correspondents. I mean, this is bad. And it wouldn't be fine. It's fine if I didn't think he was funny, but he's not getting the crowd reacting. He's not getting the reactions, and that's bombing. I mean, definitively. A walnut would be funnier than this. Paint drying would be funnier. I came inside from painting my house with my rainbow cape and psychological fanish for this. I'm gonna go watch Andy Worski live in 10 minutes. 10 different tabs and kill myself. Oh, come on, you're gonna watch Andy Worski and his Asian friend be like, hey, bro, SJWs are up to some shit again. Oh, fuck, and then the Asian guy will do facial expressions like, bro, and then, you know, Andy Worski will come be like, oh, these fucking SJWs. That's every Andy Worski video. I was thinking about doing parody videos. I was going to do one called Pat on Head, where I had my girlfriend put makeup on me, like eyeliner and stuff, and I look like Shoe on Head, and I sit there with a rabbit, and I'm like, and I'm like, hey, dudes, I'm doing a feminist video, dudes, and then I also want to do, a Computing Forever parody called Patriarchy Forever. Well, if you guys want to watch me fapping for 1 hour, that's all you had to say. Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say. Okay, I'm going to start doing this part of the video now as Dave Cullen from Computing Forever. We have to talk about the cultural Marxists on YouTube.
I love that everybody's drinking, having a good time. This is beautiful. You know Donald Trump doesn't drink, right?
Look at his son here being... He's here being a cultural Marxist. His cultural Marxist comedy is trying to censor our free speech, as yet he ironically says he's fighting for the rights of free speech. We know that in the era of Donald Trump, that the cultural Marxists like this are the real problem. Who cares if Trump drinks? You Marxist pig? Trying to censor me on YouTube. You always say you're going to do this. I'm still waiting. I've been doing the voice for a while. There's nothing like the Hillary Clinton cultural Marxist who tried to control us here. Please, go to Minds.com and sign up. Minds is the only place where you can have free speech on the internet. It's not like I have a stake in that site or anything, but please go there. Every video I make from now on is going to be an endorsement for Minds. Because I don't get my ad revenue because of the cultural Marxists. They want to take me down. But we will win the culture war, I promise you. One fight at a time. If you guys keep watching my videos. I feel CP is going out. Oh, Computing Forever's been going Alex Jones for a while. No doubt. I identify as an Irish conservative who likes to say culture war more than it needs to be said. And everyone's a Marxist to me if they don't agree with me. And of course Google and the other cultural Marxists are behind everything on YouTube. It can't be any other possibility. Because I'm a true skeptic. I use skepticism in the most deep way possible to defeat the Marxism in a growing economy that is being destroyed, and Western civilization is losing its way to Islam. Hey, Alex Jones is funny, so I'll give him that. Like, Dave Cullen doesn't know how to tell jokes. I like Dave, but not a very funny dude. That's the best impersonation ever. Would you have a Oh, I would definitely have a conversation with Dave Cullen. I would talk to him that way. I would just get on the thing and be like, "Oh, Dave, I can't wait to talk to you about the cultural Marxism going on. I live here over in the States. I was talking to my dad the other day about Hillary Clinton losing and how the feminists out there, they're still very upset about it because of their indoctrination from the Marxist liberal colleges who teach them to think the way they do." I can't wait for the Moon Man to take someone is putting frogs in the water, turning the fish gay. Yeah, that's amazing though. You know, that actually wasn't entirely untrue what Alex Jones said about that water turning the fish gay. I know it sounded stupid, but there actually was a thing with water, what he was talking about, that had these chemicals in it that were having the frogs, they would change and be gay. Like, I can't remember, that actually was a true thing. He said the water, that's not, like, how he phrased it wasn't true, but if you actually look up what Alex Jones was talking about, there was actually something to that, but he turned it into, the rain's making the frogs gay. Oh yeah, that Alex Jones is a DBC character.
Let me ask you, has a machine like yourself ever experienced true skepticism?
Thank you. Well, to do a Dave Cullen impression, all you have to do is an Irish accent and say Marxism over and over again, because that's literally all it is. I mean, that's doing a Dave Cullen impersonation. Yeah, no, there's certain things Alex Jones says that are kind of true. Yeah, that was it. That's the thing. There was, yeah, the chemicals were doing something, but he phrased it that way. Yeah, he was like, but there was something to it, yeah. He just made it sound crazier than it was. But there was a truth somewhat to what he was saying. There was something with chemicals fucking with the frogs. But that is that's the issue though. Alex Jones always takes it too far. He can't just like tell you what actually is going on. He has to take it to like 11. He's like, no.
We gotta stop Hillary and the evil pedophiles from space trying to take over our country. Donald Trump is here to save us all.
You know, the only person that Dave Cullen, the only person that is more with Dave Cullen is he paces back and forth in his room talking to himself about cultural Marxism. The only to talk to Paul Joseph Watson would be the only one that's worse. I feel like he would be the only one I talk to that would be even worse, because he's even beyond Alex Jones. He's into full complete. Like, Paul Joseph Watson's just off the fucking deep end.
Does not touch alcohol, which is oddly respectable. But think about that. That means every statement.
Yeah, because the only substance abuse you can have is alcohol. There's no such things as drugs.
Every interview. Every tweet.
Marijuana, cocaine, meth, LSD, heroin, Oxycontins, all kinds of pills. I think Trump probably didn't do Quaaludes back in the day. I'm pretty sure Trump did Quaaludes back in the day. He was actually being environmentally seriously. He was railing against companies polluting the water. It is funny that one of his more left-leaning rants is one that gets him mocked for the most. I thought Dave was Irish, not a Russian. If you could have your GF cosplay any character before you wrecked her, what would you have her be? Jesus, that's a fucked up question. But Batgirl. Probably Batgirl.
Completely sober. How is that possible?
Drugs that aren't alcohol.
We've all had that excuse, haven't we? Be like, I said what? No, listen, babe. I swear to you, I was hammered. That's not who I really am. What does Donald Trump tell Melania? Listen, babe, last year on that bus with Billy Bush, that's exactly who I am.
Last year? What? Wasn't that years ago?
He tweets at 3 a.m. sober. Who is tweeting at 3 a.m. sober?
Sarah Silverman, Patton Oswalt, Judd Apatow, bunch of people from the left I follow post very late at night. Pretty much everyone else I know on Twitter posts at tweets or 2 or 3 in the morning, and they're usually not drunk. I don't really get that joke. Hamtaro. If we work together, it's much better. Why not Poison Ivy? I don't know, I have a Poison Ivy tattoo. I guess I just like Batgirl's costume. Batgirl is one of the cutest costumes. I'll never let go. No one's let go of the damn hamster. Ever since I made that video, everyone keeps bringing up my hamster. Ever since I mentioned it, everyone's like, hey, your hamster, your hamster. I'm like, Jesus, the hamster stole the video.
Donald Trump, because it's 10 a.m. in Russia. Those are business hours. You know, now that a professional wrestler is our president, anything is possible. You know that statement, anything is possible, used to have a positive connotation? Anything is possible. Now we're all like, anything is possible.
You mean other people disagree with my worldview and the way that I thought things were going to go wasn't the only way? Oh my god! You mean someone can actually become the president that I don't agree with politically? I didn't know that could happen! What the fuck? Well, now we need to see this tattoo. You could probably see that tattoo in some of the videos I'm in. I have like 4 tattoos. I have a Batman tattoo, and a Superman tattoo, and a Spider-Man tattoo, and I'm getting a Daredevil tattoo. Batman and Poison Ivy are kind of together. Yeah, this guy's really, I mean, once again, he wrote this material with other people, I guarantee you. This is the best that him and a group of writers could come up with. Trevor Noah might have even given him some of these jokes.
Anything. The news coming out of the White House is so stressful, I've been watching House of Cards just to relax. I'm just like, oh man!
That's funny, he thinks people still watch House of Cards. That's a good joke. I get it, because nobody watches it anymore. Clever. Oh yeah, Daredevil's my shit, Matt Murdock. Your hamster is famous. Put a cam up and live stream the hamster in the cage and watch how many people... I could probably live stream that damn hamster for 24 hours. You're probably right. Oh my god. I am playing an ad right now, guys, because I need ad revenue. I need money. Please, guys, watch the ad that I'm playing. Please help me. Yeah. What do you think about the current state of the comic book industry? I think it fucking sucks. That's the answer to your question. I know ads suck, but guys, if any of you can watch the ad on the stream, that would help me out, because I'm getting no ads on any of my videos. Pretty much had no ads on my last, like, 3 or 4 videos. I even take ad block off and go check them every once in a while. So, it's a little... Oh, yeah, people give a million hits of people just watching people's dogs fall asleep and shit. Yes. I'm playing an ad, so... Please. If you guys watch ads, that way you don't have to donate to a Patreon, because I don't have one, and I don't want you guys to chill. But if you watch ads, I get money that way, and that's good. Joss Whedon went crazy again, so he might kill the Marvel movies. Joss Whedon went crazy again. I don't think he ever stopped being crazy. I don't think you can go crazy again once you activate it. You know. It's already there. Honestly, it was a pretty good show. I have no idea what that guy's talking about. I just turned off ad block just for you. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's the thing, guys. If I can do these live streams, I can play ads on here. And I can't, and that's kind of... I'll do live streams for you guys if you guys want to watch ads on here. Just watch the ads, I get money from it. Easy. And then you guys don't have to give me any money, and I don't have to be a shill. Because I don't want to shill. AIDS on YouTube are rarer than water in a desert. That is very true, my friend. That's very, very true. I appreciate you guys who are watching the ad that I clicked play now, so that means a lot to me. Just remember, if you're watching a live stream, if you can help me out. You don't have to, obviously. I'm not begging or anything, but I would appreciate it if you watch a live stream, if you would take ad block off, because I would try to put ads on these to help me out a little bit. Just a little bit. Imagine going your whole life never having a bacon sandwich. No wonder Minhaj is such a prick. Fair point. Just buy YouTube Red. Ads on YouTube rarer than an... Yeah, no, I can't remember the last time I saw a fucking ad on my thing. I have YouTube Red and just let your channel autoplay all night. Hopefully YouTube is cutting you into that sweet $9.99 a month. I mean, I get YouTube Red ad revenue, but I don't have YouTube Red right now, but I get money from YouTube Red occasionally. But I didn't know that, what, YouTube Red, you get some special thing. I didn't know you could just play ads. Well, yeah, that's the thing, like, it's weird. The ads don't show up, like, according to YouTube, all my videos are monetized, right? It says videos are monetized. Then you go click on them, ads don't pop up. What? You are wasting your time No, you're not wasting the time watching the ads on here, no. It's just, sometimes the ads aren't on there. Like, YouTube will say your video is monetized, but you won't have ads on it. I have plenty of videos that have monetized on there, right? And the videos won't have one ad on there at all. But it'll say there is ads, but the one won't pop up. And it used to be, back before the advertisers left, all of my videos had ads on them. If you clicked the video, an ad popped up every few minutes. Now, I'll click through 10 or 12 of my videos and have people tell me I didn't have one ad pop up on any of the videos. Dude, I'm not saying give me any money. I'm not asking for your guys' money at all. It's just if we can have ads on here and you guys can watch the ads, that helps me money. I would never ask you guys for money. I'm not into that. I don't like asking people for money. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think I deserve money from you guys for doing YouTube. I don't think YouTube's hard enough work for someone to ask people to give them money for it. But I don't mind getting ad revenue because that's different. That's fair deal. So I'm okay with that. But we're gonna get back to the comedy. I'm just letting you guys know in the future that's probably gonna be the only way I'll be able to make any money is off these live streams if you guys can watch ads on them, because I pretty much have YouTube's completely fucked my channel. I mean, there was a point I was averaging quite a bit of money per month for my videos, and my channel's views are up right now, and my subscribers are up, and the numbers are actually down. Like my numbers dropped like 60%, even though everything's higher. So it just kind of sucks. It's no big deal. I'm still going to do videos. I don't do videos for money anyway. But it was nice getting that money. It was nice to get extra money on the side.
A congressman pushed a journalist in front of a moving train? That's quaint. Now, it's not just the president who decided not to show up. His entire administration is not here. Betsy DeVos couldn't be here. She's busy curating her collection of children's tears. Now, a lot of people think Betsy DeVos is out of touch with working-class America, but you listen to me, and you listen to me right now, okay?
His delivery is so fucking forced. Holy shit. I've never heard a comedian try so hard. I'm broke. I always hit the like, watch the videos, and share. Hey, dude, that's all I ask is for any of you guys to do is just watch the videos, like them, and comment and share. I'm never going to ask for money. Never. You'll never see a Patreon on this channel. If I have 20,000 subscribers, I'm not going to have a Patreon and ask you guys for money. Not interested in it. And I feel like a total asshole asking people for money like that. So don't worry about that. There'll never be a Patreon on here. That doesn't mean I'm critical of other people for having Patreons. If you want to have a Patreon, I don't care. I really don't. So it doesn't really bother me. It's just me. It's a personal thing. I don't like asking people for money. But if anyone else has one, I don't care. I'm not one of those people like, you're a shill. Although it is funny when some people have like 1 million subscribers and they still have a fucking Patreon. Like, up until recently, like, a lot of these people that had hundreds of thousands, I mean, like, did the Amazing Atheist really need a Patreon? Did Bearing really need a Patreon? I mean, they have a few 100,000 subscribers, monthly, making thousands of dollars, and they still ask people to give them money so they can pay for weed and beer for their live streams that they have with their buddies, so everybody can get high and drink on a live stream, so everyone can buy the weed, food. I mean, that's what it feels like. It's like they use the money. I know you guys would. I know you'd subscribe if I ever start one. I understand that. I'm not. Yeah, that's definitely my issue. Is a lot of people once like, now you don't get the ad revenue anymore. But let's say I had 100,000 subscribers and you were still getting the ad revenue. Why the fuck would you have a Patreon? If I had 100,000 subscribers and every video was bringing in 50,000 hits or more, and let's say roughly each video you were making $100 or more, I make a video every day, so that'd be $700 a week. I'd have no reason to ask you guys for money. And that's what I'm telling you. A lot of the people that had a Patreon still were bringing in more ad revenue. I mean, they're bringing crazy. I can tell you what ad revenue is. I've had it. I had my Bud Light video with Amy Schumer and Seth Rogen. That has well, I was more making fun of the drunken peasants on that. But my one video has 125,000 hits. I'll tell you guys, I made $355 off that video. The check I got from it was $355. Okay, that was for 125. That was for 125,000 hits. So that was what I got with less watch minutes than, let's say, someone with a bigger channel. So a lot of those people that were bringing in 100,000s per video were probably making $300 every video, if not more, if not $500. Yeah, they'd say it's a work expense. They were making $500 a video. Like someone like Bearing was probably making $500 a video, an average, right? So if you make a few videos a week, you have a few grand there. Like let's say you make 4 videos and each one makes $500. There's $2,000, right? And they were still having Patreons. That's why I can't have a Patreon, because of the principle of it. Because the whole idea was it was a lie. The whole thing was a lie because it was created for people to pay. It was for people to pay. Can we get back to mocking that? Yeah, we will in a second. Sorry. But no. The thing was though, the whole thing was started with, oh, well, I need your money to help me keep this channel up, even though I don't need help to keep this channel up. I'm making the money from commercials like anyone does. Like that's confusing. That's like if Jimmy Fallon asked the fans to pay him extra money, despite his paycheck for hosting the Tonight Show. And that's what always pissed me off about Patreon. So there's just this stain with Patreon that I can't go to, because when I think Patreon, I think of people asking for money that they don't need. Dude, I mean, if I was, like I said, if I was getting $300 from the videos with that kind of hits, they were making that kind of money or more, no question. I've made the money. Every video, I've had 2 or 3 videos in my life make 100,000 hits, and you always get like $200, $300 plus. So, yeah, they can show where it goes, but most of the time, they tell you that they just need the money to keep the channel going, to do research. But what are they doing? If you're yeah, small channels have every right to have a Patreon. Yeah, why does Sargon have a Patreon? Sargon was probably bringing in, I shit you not, probably $10,000 a month, if not more, monthly. He's probably bringing in over $100,000 a year. Last year, he probably made $100,000 off ad revenue, and he was still asking for money. What the fuck do you need that money for? If I had $100,000 extra off YouTube, you know what I did with that $350 I got? I bought a microphone. I bought a microphone with that money. That's what I did. I mean, every time I got money for anything, I mean, I would get it if that money. No, I understand. If everyone else though, if everyone else who had all those subscribers, like Shoe on Head or Armored, those guys, it's like, wait a minute, why are you guys talking like you don't have money? All of your videos got hundreds of thousands of hits. I know how much money you're getting from those videos. Not only are you making money, you're making a lot of money, a shitload of money, for like, even Hard Bastard said before the ad revenue he lost, he was making $3,500 a month or something, and he only has 20,000 subs. So for all I know, they were making even more money than that. I mean, because Hard Bastard said that he made $3,500 a month at one point. I was getting up to a pretty decent monthly average. So the Patreon thing is a fucking, if there's a big channel back in the day, not now, back in the day that asked you for Patreon money, it was a fucking scam. That's all it ever was, and literally the TOS, the original series, Star Trek. What about Star Trek, the original series? Because TOS only means one thing in my mind. That's the original series. Then there's TNG, Voyager. Good night, Mike. You have a good night. I appreciate you watching the ad. I'm sorry I go on a rant about ad revenue thing, but it does piss me off, because people are still shilling their Patreons constantly and telling you, I need your money to do more research, and then they make a 10-minute video that has no research in it, and it seems like they improvised half the things they say, and they needed money to do that. It's fucking ridiculous. You do not need a penny to do YouTube videos like this. Oh yeah, the original Star Trek series is the shit.
Every morning, Betsy DeVos is up at 5 a.m. putting her children on their flight to school. So don't you tell me she's out of touch, okay?
Okay, just the main reason I wanted to go on another tangent was because this guy's, like, so fucking awful, it's really hard to watch. I mean, this is... Holy fuck.
Hey, has anyone seen Rick Perry since he became Energy Secretary? I have a feeling he's sitting in a room full of plutonium waiting to become Spider-Man. That's just my hunch. Now, a lot of people think Steve Bannon is the reason...
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm just having a really fucking hard time with this. Hard bastard is ace. Well, yeah, but who doesn't want to fuck my face either, though? Everyone wants to fuck my face, and I don't have the 700,000 subs Shu has. I'm willing to forgive Hard Bastard because his content is almost always long as... I mean, I don't care if Hard Bastard has a Patreon, or he can have a Patreon, I don't care. I was just saying he was bringing in that kind of money just for an analogous between them and the big channels. Once again, I don't judge people having a Patreon, but it does piss me off if you're making a lot of money. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's like, okay, you don't need it. You're already getting paid.
Donald Trump dog whistles to racists. And that is just not true. Ask Steve Bannon. Is Steve Bannon here? I do not see Steve Bannon.
Do you guys notice nobody's laughing again? I mean, this has got to be awkward for him. I mean, that, like, these jokes aren't hitting with people that agree with him completely. I mean, this is fucking rough. I defeated his comedy with skepticism. Hey, Armored Fucktard here. Now, Hasan Minhaj's comedy is not exactly my type, but being the centrist neutral guy that I am, I'm gonna be fair when I judge this video. I don't want to go too extreme one way or the other, because as a skeptic, I know that I have to be transparent in my skepticism. It's one of my favorite talents of mine, is my skepticism. Armored Fucktard.
I do not see Steve Bannon.
That got a cringe. That didn't even get a laugh. People are cringing at that joke because it's so bad.
See Steve Bannon. Not see Steve Bannon. Not see...
That's a terrible joke because I remember in that movie Tusk, the Kevin Smith movie, which I fucking hate, there's a joke at the beginning on their podcast, and they're like, we're the Not See podcast, the Not See podcast, and they make the joke like 20 times, and it's so fucking unfunny in that movie. He's making that same joke. Not see Steve Bannon, not see Steve... Oh, you know puns! I titled one of my videos. Who told you this was good? Literally several people were telling me this guy killed it and this was great. This is so bad. Skeptic personality. With my skepticism, I have to defeat the cultural Marxism and the media that is taking over YouTube. They're unmonetizing my videos because I am changing the world. I am part of the new Four Horsemen. I'm the skeptic. I'm the most important one out of the four. My words will change the world. I am Armored Fucktard.
Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon. Steve... Wasn't that the name of the guy that Jonah Hill says in Wolf of Wall Street? The guy when they're on Quaaludes. He's like, Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon. Your theme music from the videos makes me remember an old PC game called Creatures. Pretty nice. That's awesome.
Frederick Douglass isn't here, and that's because he's dead. Someone please tell the president. Mike Pence wanted to be here tonight, but his wife wouldn't let him because apparently one of you ladies is ovulating. So... good job, ladies. Because of you, we couldn't hang out with Mike Pence.
No one's laughing. Again, that's not a funny joke. That Mike Pence said he didn't want to go have dinner with other women because he's married, which is a very normal thing to say when you're married. Like, I don't know why that was weird.
Now, Ivanka Trump isn't here either, and I wish she was. Because if she was here, I would ask her the question that we're all thinking. Why? Why do you support this man?
Her father? Are you kidding? Like, I know I'm saying are you kidding in the context of a joke, but why do you support this man? It's like, what? What kind of setup was that? Jesus, Chugga Conroy's puns have more depth than delivery. Let's read some of the comments before we go back and see if anyone's enjoying this. Fuck, this guy has balls. Oh, please. What? This guy has balls? Maybe that guy's being sarcastic. God, my computer's lagging. I really hope this person's joking. They don't literally think this guy's stand up his balls. God, my computer's taking so long. Oh my god. I said what? This is about as vanilla and shit tier as comedy can get. Yeah, this guy does not have balls. Wow. Damn, this shit savage as fuck. Dope of him to do this. Yeah, he's savage as fuck. I'm gonna respond to every comment. Are you a 12-year-old girl? That's what I'm gonna ask this guy, because that's the only way I can assume you find this guy savage as fuck. Are you a 12-year-old girl? That's the only thing I have to ask this guy. That's the only way. Inspiring comedy with inspiring speech and a brilliant roast. Good job. I really appreciate the guts of Hasan Minhaj for hitting the policies and attitude of Donald Trump. It is something great for a brown guy to win over the hearts of an audience who gave him a befitting ovation. He legit roasted everyone in the room and they all look shocked. We need people like this. He ain't afraid of He's not roasting everyone in the room. What are you talking about? He's been spending the whole time shitting on Donald Trump. He's literally been talking about people that aren't in the room. He spends most of the roast talking about people that aren't there. What the fuck nonsense are you speaking? These people on the comments, see? You guys are asking me who likes this shit. These comments. These are people who think this is funny. Yeah, uploading will cause some lag. Most of those comments are fake. I think he likes little dicks. Oh, there's real people behind comments like that. Don't get me wrong. I've seen these kind of comments. The audience is dead as fuck. Finally somebody who left a real fucking comment. Jesus Christ. 99% white, most likely Trump voters. What do you expect? Oh, fuck you. Actually, it was press, so I doubt they just didn't enjoy that it hit both ways. Because it was retarded and these people are somewhat educated. They should have not clapped or laughed. I'll reply to him. Maybe because it was really fucking unfunny. Like, cringe level. I love whenever anyone says, like, oh, no one's laughing, it must be their problem. It's your job as the comedian to make them laugh. Sometimes it's the audience's fault, but I'm sorry. It's funny how people like you love to just out liberals. You do realize there's a lot of people from both sides that do not like him, and you don't have to be a liberal to not like. I think anyone with a sense of humor wouldn't like him. He told the truth. End of story. What? He told the truth? What is he telling up there that's the truth? He hadn't told one thing that's the truth. There are so many salty fuckers in the audience. His jokes aren't funny. I'd be salty too. You guys are going to see I have a response to every single one of these comments, so this is just going to be, everyone's going to see Renaissance Men on this. They're going to be like, God, this guy was really passionate about his commenting on here. His jokes aren't funny. I'd be salt too. I'd be salt too. I'd even put salty. That's hilarious. No, I don't know. I love how these people are saying his jokes are badass. Like, this just shows you that the people who like this kind of stuff are like, okay, it's like, you've never had someone actually insult you before or make fun of you. You've only been around people that have been nice to you. No, I love that. Hasan makes bombing joke. Cameraman immediately pans to woman in hijab. I don't understand how people can hate this man. He's fucking hilarious and doesn't kiss anybody's ass. Not true. He actually kissed people's asses many times on the left. Trump was too pussy to show up. Some leader he is. Yeah, what a pussy. He didn't go up to see this hilarious. I do not see Steve Bannon. Laugh out loud. I'm dying. I get it because it's a pun. Get it? Oh, this guy's going to be so pissed at me when he sees this comment. He's going to be like, you are such a fucking asshole. My sarcasm meters are off the charts. I get it, because it's a pun. You know, I should have done this from the beginning. Responding to these comments has been a lot more fun than watching his actual stand-up. Or whatever he's doing. He is standing, technically. I'm a fucking libertarian and this guy sucks hard. Only one real person collecting a check to run 50 accounts. You can tell when a comment is generic. It's pretty obvious. They have ass-kissing Phil. Skin thin as paper, I'll tell ya. I get it because it's a pun! When you don't have the balls to go to the dinner because you're afraid of a joke but want to start World War III. I know. It's almost... God damn it. My lag on my typing back is awful. Okay, but look, these are the comments. This guy roasts both sides of the aisle, 100% savage. When has he criticized the left so far? Hasan nailed the speech. All the dislike from stupid Trump supporters. Brilliant, you nailed it. Indian's one of the smartest folks I've known. Yeah, he's just been brilliant. He's just been using big words and blowing our minds with this analysis and look into psychology. It's funny because it's all true. What's more hilarious is the Trump tards in the comic section can't take a joke. He can't tell a joke. I'm going to say that thing I said earlier, so I can't take it. I do like that one, guys. I'm pretty proud of that. That he can't tell a joke, so I can't take it. Savage. God, these people all have really shitty sense of humor. These are probably a bunch of teenagers. Calls Trump a pussy, and yet he gets a fucking arena filled with people, and Hasan can't even get a legit laugh. By the way, they monetized this already for using their footage. Wait, did they? Did they legit give me a copyright claim for this already? How? This is literally all over the place. This is on ABC. This is on NBC. This was on right here. I mean, it's all over the place. They did this to me. Was that a joke, or did they actually copyright claim me? You know, this is fair use because I am criticizing him and talking over it. I am not using the video. Do they not know how fair use works? This is fair use. So I don't get why they would do that. I like Pat off script. I never have a script. There's not even a script. I don't follow a script. Everyone is so stern and serious while I'm sitting here absolutely pissing myself. That's because they get what humor is and you don't. All of Hasan's jokes were fair game since Trump's pussy didn't ask in a 10. Sure. Is he in protective custody now or hiding somewhere safe? This American hero needs to be protected. Yeah, I'm sure he's having a lot of threats against his life with this brilliant comedy. Conservative Trump supporter here, Hasan honestly did a good job with this speech. Oh, so you're a Trump supporter that doesn't get comedy. My God, that place is super white. I can't believe he stood there and roasted Trump live for over 20 minutes. I would have shit myself all over. Why? Everyone makes fun of Donald Trump. They literally do it every Saturday on Saturday Night Live. It's fucking all the time. It's common. It's funny how comedians are reporting the news and the media's joke. I know, all these comedians like Samantha Bee and Colbert and Trevor Noah and these guys are all just telling you the truth. They're not lying to you or manipulating anything. This guy's a Reddit user. Oh my god! That is a mad burn! Holy shit, I need some ointment for that. Not a huge Trump supporter, but come on. Had to skip an ad, and I'm assuming they didn't let you. Wait, are you assuming that, or did you actually see that I got a copyright claim from this video? Criticizing and reviewing parody, you are well within fair... Yeah, I'm beyond a fair use. I'm not only... I mean, this is... Yeah, if they copyright claim this, I'm going to dispute that, because I haven't done anything outside of fair use once. This guy's a Reddit user. That is... You win. You win with that comment. If you meant that as an insult, that's fucking brilliant. All the Trump porters are like, that wasn't funny at all. I mean, it wasn't. It was kind of obvious, and the same jokes I've heard for months and months. I mean, does nobody know that he literally hasn't said one joke yet? And I mean the word literal, I'm not using it figuratively. I have heard all of these jokes before. He has not said a joke yet that I have not heard. I'm not doing the leafy, like, literally, guys, like, this guy's so fucking unfunny. Like, dude, what the fuck? Literally, like, this is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. This guy should just go fucking kill himself. Jesus, God. Anyway, guys, like, give me money on my Patreon. I had to skip an ad. Hardcore death threats, like, get off that stage and you suck.
'Cause I get it. We all love our parents, but we wouldn't endorse them for president.
That's not really true. I think my dad would have been a very good president. My father actually ran several businesses, worked for Major League Baseball for a long time as a head of sales and marketing, in a division of sales and marketing. He has a degree from the University of Texas in business. He has other degrees in computer science. He actually worked on computers back when they were analog in the Middle East. Yeah, I don't... What's wrong about supporting your parent to be the I'm kind of confused. I'm sorry that your parents weren't good enough to be president. I wasn't funny, same delivery, and you up to every joke, and even resorts to unrelatable ad hominem and fucking puns. That's the thing, he doesn't even have... That you're making a great point. It's unrelatable ad hominems. That's a great criticism. He's making it unrelatable. None of this is universal. He's just talking about himself, and it's like, well, dude, not everyone's going to agree with you.
Like if someone's like, hey, Hasan, should your dad be president of the United States? I'd be like, my dad? Najmi Minaj?
Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj. That's what I'm saying.
The guy who tries to return used underwear to Costco?
Oh, Wolf Blitzer saw the camera was on him, and he's like, oh, I have to laugh. Wolf Blitzer laugh. I would endorse my dad for president. He has 3 masters agreed, including one from MIT. Wasn't obvious, Pat? It's racist to support your white parents. I guess that's the implication, although he apparently hates his father and he's not white. Not only does this guy hate my parents, he hates his own parents.
No!
Would you want your son to do the hosting job at the White House Correspondents' dinner? No, I don't. I don't want to see my son do that. He's an awful comedian. We told him not to do it years ago, but he won't listen.
Jeff Sessions gonna be here tonight? He was busy doing a pre-Civil War reenactment.
Wow, look, nobody's laughing. And people say these are mean Trump supporters. That's not a funny joke. That joke's just not funny. Dude, you can make a Jeff Sessions joke. Just be funny. There's a concept here that you could be funny. I want to skullfuck Wolf for that laugh. No, Wolf looked like he was ready to take a big dick in that moment.
On his RSVP, he just wrote no, just no, which happens to be his second favorite N-word. You know, even Hillary Clinton couldn't be here tonight. Hillary Clinton could...
Okay, he might make a joke about Hillary Clinton, right? This could be the moment. This could be the moment of fairness. He might make a joke about Hillary Clinton. Let's hope. Let's hope it's this that moment, but I'm worried it's not.
I mean, she could have been here, but I think someone told her that the event was in Wisconsin and Michigan, so... What? What? You guys...
And that was an unfunny Hillary joke. God damn it, he can't even tell funny Hillary jokes. Ugh. Come on. I like how they're like he has balls. I have made that joke 1,000 times, way better on my videos, and it's like, oh, this guy has balls of steel because he said it at the White House Correspondents' dinner.
You know, Nate Silver told me that joke would kill. Nate Silver told me there was a 74.1% chance of that joke killing. I believed you, Nate. Did you hear that groan, Nate? You can't believe I...
Jesus Christ. No, it's groaning because it's not funny. Jesus Christ. No, they do. They love Castro. They think Fidel Castro and Che Guevara were like revolutionary socialist heroes, and they wear shirts of them even though they were murderous, evil assholes. It's completely awful. Hillary couldn't make it because she had another overheating incident. No, he doesn't know how to make the joke about Hillary. He's like, oh, fuck. Fuck, I messed up.
I believed you, man. Okay.
I lost this crowd that I never had won over.
Enough about House Slytherin. We are here to talk about the truth. It is 2017, and we are living in the golden age of lying.
Yeah, like how you keep lying about that Russia stuff, like that you made a joke about early on.
Now's the time to be a liar, and Donald Trump is liar in...
Yeah, Barack Obama never lied, George Bush never lied, Bill Clinton never lied. No president's ever lied before Donald Trump. Nobody who's ever been successful in the history of the world's ever lied before. Right now is the only time in history to be a liar. It never benefited you before to lie. Who knew? I thought, I can't believe lying just became trendy now. Oh, I agree some of the comments are bullshit. Don't wonder. But you're also not factoring in that there's a lot of stupid people out there, too.
In chief. And remember, you guys are public enemy number one. You are his biggest enemy. Journalists, ISIS, normal length ties. And
oh my god, dude. Fuck. This is like an endurance test to see like how long you can go without laughing before you die inside. This is why I stick for YouTube to humor. Yeah, YouTube is funnier. Because mainstream comedians usually are actually very PC. Especially the ones on TV like this that are like, yeah, I'm fighting against the grain. And this guy's PC as fuck. He hasn't said one joke that's controversial or a joke you haven't heard somebody already make before. In the mainstream. He hasn't said one thing yet that's controversial. I'm waiting for him to say something controversial.
And somehow, you're the bad guys.
We went from George Carlin to this. This is the downgrade. We went from George Carlin to this. To Bill Hicks to this. If you're a leftist trying to stay in your echo chamber, I guess this is as good as it gets. I actually appreciate the cringe. No, I love the cringe. The cringe makes me happy.
That's why you got to keep your foot on the gas, especially with Sean Spicer, who is not here tonight because I think he's at home Googling how to fake his own death. But I love it when you give...
Oh my god, dude, fuck. Googling at home how to fake his own death? Like, that's not a joke. That's just morbid for the sake of it. That's not humor. Ugh. Oh, Bill Hicks would be making fun of this guy. Any real comedian. Alright, we're playing an ad, people. Based on complex criteria, some of your viewers will see this ad. Keep on streaming. So we got an ad playing, people. Let's go. I think Bill Hicks wouldn't pay attention to this guy after a minute. He'd go smoke a cigarette. And then, actually, the better question to ask is what would Dennis Leary think of this? Because he would know, because he would steal what Bill Hicks said about it and then copy it for his own. So, to be fair, it's best if we ask him first. No, this guy is the problem is, like, yeah, it's cringe, but it's not cringe in that Amy Schumer leather special way, where there's almost like this, there's a way to make fun of her more. I really can't make fun of this guy. He's just not funny. He's one of the most unfunny people I've ever seen. He's a bad Aziz Ansari. He doesn't know how to do the jokes. I mean, Aziz Ansari can be like, oh my god, guys, Donald Trump's president. No! Oh god, no! No, Donald Trump! You know, because he does that Aziz Ansari thing, like, oh, I'm just a little Aziz Ansari. I don't want to have this evil Donald Trump guy. Yes, that Jimmy Dean commercial. Thank you.
Give it to Sean Spicer. Sean Spicer gives press briefings like someone is going through his browser history while he watches. Just panic, like, no, wait, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop shaking your head, stop shaking your head, stop shaking your head. We'll talk about this tomorrow. It is the best.
Tell a joke!
Now, you guys are laughing, but realize Sean Spicer's been doing PewDiePie.
No, they're not. You're looking at the one part of the crowd that's laughing at you. The audience is not laughing. Stop it. No, I bet. Oh, no! No! God, I went to the White House Correspondents' dinner. I can't make fun. I don't know what to do. Treat yourself.
Star since 1999. He has been doing his job for 18 years, and somehow, after 18 years, his go-to move when you ask him a tough question is done.
Somehow this guy's been a comedian for like 20-something years, and he doesn't know how to tell a joke yet or control an audience. I'm going to give Sean Spicer a higher guard than, like, he gets like a B-, C+, you get like an F. You're a failure. So don't even give me that shit. Daddy daycare.
Denying the Holocaust. That is insane. How many people do you know that can turn a press briefing into a full-on Mel Gibson traffic stop? Only the Spice Man. Only the Spice Man.
Oh, God, these are so... A Mel Gibson joke? Dude! That happened a decade ago. He's telling 10-year-old jokes! He's making jokes about things that happened years ago. He doesn't even know how to be modern. Oh, my God. That impression is so spot on. Azine is being oppressed by Islamophobia, even though... yeah, I guess I do a lot of impressions. They kind of catch on. But I do recognize Aziz. I love when he's talking around. He says, I'm just a puppy. I'm just a puppy, Ron. I'm gonna lick your mustache. And then the way Aziz Ansari does that, no! It's like a little kid. When you tell a little kid, like, you can't have that. And they're like, no! That's Aziz Ansari is. No! I don't want to. Yeah, at least he could have been up there like, I don't want to go do the White House. And at least he has funny delivery. I don't even know this guy even became a comedian. He doesn't even have a funny voice. Like, he doesn't have a funny voice, he doesn't look funny, and he doesn't have comedic timing. So how did he become a comedian?
You know what's crazy? Every day on The Daily Show, we do these jokes all the time. We're like, the administration lies, Trump flip-flops. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you suck. You're unfunny, and you manipulate things. You are literally fake news. He's talking about The Daily Show as if they are a real news organization. Do you know The Daily Show was started before Jon Stewart came on as fake news? Jon Stewart continued it as fake news. You guys edit and manipulate clips for comedic effect. Now, if you don't want to call that satire, if you're trying to say that you're actually trying to fight against, you're propaganda. You're not a satirist, you're full of propaganda. You actually want to affect people. You have a funny voice. You should have been up there. I agree I should have been up there. God damn, I should have been up there. I would have made this much funnier. Oh, I know Trump, Aziz Ansari made those Trump jokes, but it's still better than this.
His supporters still trust him. It has not stopped his momentum at all. It's almost as if The Daily Show should be on C-SPAN. It has left zero impact.
It's like nobody watches our show since Jon Stewart left, and we're pulling in really low ratings, and we're not as impactful as the 60 million people that voted for Trump or something. Can you believe he's honestly up there trying to act like doing The Daily Show is supposed to have an impact on Trump? Like his version with Trevor Noah of The Daily Show? Really, dude? You think you're that important? Wow, no one's laughing again, and he's sitting there awkwardly waiting for responses because he doesn't know what to do because no one's laughing.
It's true. And I realized something. Maybe it's because...
Wait, I'm going to go leave a comment. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Come on. Okay. I've never seen a Muslim bomb this bad before. God. That comment's the bomb, really. I've never seen a Muslim bomb this bad before. Oh, it's the little things in life. It really is the little things in life that get you. No, he does have that deer in headlights look.
Because we're living in this strange time where trust is
Where comedians don't have to be funny anymore.
more important than truth.
Where lying and propaganda is more important than telling jokes and being a nice person and honest.
And supporters of President Trump trust him. And I know journalists, you guys...
And people who watch The Daily Show that don't agree with me, I guess are wrong because I can't affect them with all the things I say. Even though we were soft on the Obama administration in the media for 8 years, but whatever.
are definitely trying to do good work. I just think...
Really? Please name me the news outlet that's trying to do good work out of the mainstream media. I would love for him to give some examples, actually. I would love to go through that.
that a lot of people don't trust you right now. And can you blame them? I mean, unlike Anderson Cooper's bone structure, you guys have been far from perfect. Remember election night? I mean, that was your Steve...
That was maybe his best joke, was the bone structure joke about Anderson Cooper. It's kind of okay, but it's not... I mean, that's not a very good joke either, though. It's definitely a little rough.
Harvey Miss Universe moment. The look on your faces at 11 p.m. on election night, it was like walking into a Panera Bread and finding out your 6th grade teacher has a part-time job there. I was like, what? Mr. Leddington?
Okay, I don't really like this joke, but it actually has a premise. I get it, because that night was ridiculous how the media acted. And he's saying, like, you guys were like a teacher I was supposed to take seriously, and that night when I go to watch Trump become the president, you acted like children because you didn't know how to react to it because you bought into a narrative. You didn't do your job. And that's a fair point. I don't think it's a good joke, but that's a fair point to make about the media. But he seems like he's pandering. It doesn't even really seem like he wants to say that stuff. He once faced Cam and spoiled the voice. I used picture something like Ed. Yeah, I'm sorry I faced Cam and it ruined the illusion. You used to picture like Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy? Because I can kind of do Eddie voice.
Double D? Double D, we have to get a jawbreaker.
Get your insults straight. No, my insults are gay. They can never be straight, you moron. Spot on. Spot on, sir. Spot on. Spot on.
I guess you don't have all the answers.
See, I would have made that joke in, like, similar, but it'd be like walking in on, like, your teacher sleeping with, you know, your girlfriend or something like that. Just make it a little funnier, you know, or like being with an underage, you know, be shocking with it, kind of risque. Or, you know, you find out, you know, it's like, oh, it's like finding out, you know, Mr. Rogers, blah, blah, blah. You know, you could, I'm not good at giving an example. It's kind of a shitty premise for a joke, but he could have done more with it, is all I'm saying. He kind of did as simple as a version of that joke as you could possibly do. Still no smirk, snicker, laughed yet. I have no respect for women who voted for Trump. I think you're fucking dumb. I am fucking better than you.
Because it was all fun and games with Obama, right? You were covering an adult who could speak English, and now you're covering President Trump, so you got to take your game to a whole new level. It's like if a bunch of stripper cops had to solve a real-life murder.
God damn, dude. You can't even make me laugh when he's making fun of the media that I hate. That's how it is. I'm not laughing at the jokes I agree with. Yeah. Like, I'm actually... Like, I'm actually, like, not liking... Like, he's the problem. It's like, dude, if I'm not laughing at jokes and stuff I agree with, that's a bad sign.
Fox News is here. I'm amazed you guys even showed up. How are you here in public? It's hard to trust you guys when you backed a man like Bill O'Reilly for years, but it finally happened. Bill O'Reilly has been fired.
Man, they backed a guy who's the highest rated cable news show for like 20 years. What were they doing supporting a guy who had the best ratings out of anyone in his field? They're crazy. Man, we should watch some, the Young... Oh, I would love to do a Young Turks live stream at some point. That's fucking amazing. Senpai, he notices you. Thank you.
But then, you gave him a $25 million severance package, making it the only package he won't force a woman to touch. Now, in O'Reilly's defense, he was told by a close friend, when you're a star, they let you do it. You can
He's talking about Donald Trump.
do anything. You guys are having a hard time with Jesse Waters right now, too. He's on a break right now.
He had a friend tell him you can do anything. Yeah, it's funny, you guys are the same people that applauded and gave an Academy Award to Roman Polanski, who anally raped a 13-year-old girl when she was induced with drugs. But, you know, that's just one example. We can go down a long list of liberal hypocrisy. You're only an evil, asshole, bad person when you're a conservative, according to them. That's the only time you're bad, when you do something bad. If you're liberal and you do something bad, there's always some, like, well, morals are gray. Anna's better than this guy, than you, than everyone.
Right now, right. He's on a break. Just like my childhood dog is staying at a farm upstate. I get it. I know that move. Now, I know some of you are wondering, Hasan,
Why are you telling any jokes, Hasan? I've been wondering that for 15 minutes of this video.
how do you know so much about Fox News? Well, as a Muslim,
Hasan, how do you know so much little about comedy?
I like to watch Fox News for the same reason I like to play Call of Duty. Sometimes, I like to turn my brain off and watch strangers insult my family and heritage.
That's not funny. They don't sit around and insult Muslims. They attack Islam, which is a radical religion. If somebody attacked Christianity, that wouldn't attack my, And I get what he's saying, oh, you go in a COD forum, people make fun of it. Yeah, that's real life. What a clever joke, Hasan. I mean, did anyone think that joke was funny at all? No, it got worse, actually, Jim. Damn it, Jim. Damn it, Jim. I'm a hack Muslim, not a comedian. Cancer could be funny. Like, if he got cancer right now while I was watching this, I would laugh.
MSNBC is here tonight, and I'm glad you guys are here tonight. That way, if I'm bombing, Brian Williams will describe it as stunning.
If you're bombing, oh my, sir, you are. And he knows it, too. He's kind of in that last moment of like, well, fuck it, I just kind of have to make fun of everyone now, because my first 10 minutes didn't really go well.
MSNBC, it's hard to trust you guys when you send us so many mixed messages. On one hand, you tell us the prison industrial complex is the problem, and then you air 5 straight hours of lockup. You can't be mad at corporations profiting off of minorities in prison when you're a
You ever watched Lockup? Lockup's great insight, and it actually shows you that I don't think there's as much corporations profiting off of all the... I mean, drug people, yes, but you watch Lockup and they're about the killers and stuff, it's fucking nuts. Most of these guys are fucking psychopaths. I love Lockup. How dare you, sir? Also, yeah, Lockup, not in general, Lockup focuses on many different things. A lot of time, Lockup focuses on guys that are rapists and murderers. It's like, yeah, those guys should be in prison. Those guys committed really bad crimes. Yeah, I don't get how it's funny either. It's like he's just trying to make points. Like, it's like he's trying to make points, but he's not trying to make jokes. That's my issue with this whole set. It's like, can you make a joke first, then make a point with it?
corporation profiting off of minorities in prison. It's like... I have one quick request. MSNBC, please tell Rachel Maddow to chill about Trump's tax returns. I don't know what you think you'll find in there, but there isn't going to be a line item that just says bribes from Russia. That's not how it works. You're going to be like, oh, I found the 1040 USSR. It doesn't work like that. You're the liberal news outlet.
That's a good point, but once again, that's not funny. It's just a good point. It's like, okay, you pointed out something obvious we all agreed with. Rachel Maddow should stop talking about the tax returns.
Like, we dress the same. I look like a melanin version of Chris Hayes. I want to root for you guys, but you're turning it
You look like a shit-colored version of Chris Hayes.
into conspiracy theorists every night. You're like, the Russians hacked our elections. The Russians hacked our elections. Meanwhile, everybody...
The guy started the thing with a Vladimir Putin joke that only works under the context if you follow that logic. And now he's criticizing them for that very thing. He's not even consistent in his own roast when he wrote this out. Jesus Christ. And I actually saw someone I knew in the background, and yeah, he deserved to be there. Yeah, I've never seen anyone on lockup that didn't deserve to be in prison. I've watched pretty much every episode. And I've yet to see someone I'm like, you know, they shouldn't be in there. The point is to continue with the narrative, not to make jokes. I want to hear you talk about the Trump Civil War comments. It would have been funny if someone crapped over minorities in prison like they did with John Legend in Common's Oscar speech. I should strap this guy to my chest and run through the streets of Paris. Yeah, no, this is a bigger bomb than anything else you could put on.
Latin America and the Middle East is like, oh,
you know, he's pretty much declared an unfunny jihad on all of us. His jihad has worked.
foreign government tampered with your elections? What is that like? Do tell, MSNBC. Just pump the brakes. We're only on day 100. By the end...
Wow, he's pointing out the hypocrisy again like we all did for months. This isn't jokes, dude. Tell a joke. That isn't a joke.
End of the year, you guys all gonna have tinfoil hats and jars of urine all over your desks. Now...
I have to laugh and smile because I'm on camera. Yay! We're women! Yay, we're women. We wear glasses!
I had a lot more MSNBC jokes, but I don't want
I was waiting for you to tell one.
to just ramble on, otherwise I might get a show on MSNBC.
Okay, I will give him that. I thought that was a good roast joke. I think that I didn't laugh, but I will say, if I rambled on, I might get a job on MSNBC. That's not a bad joke, as far as roasting goes. It's not a great joke. That's his first decent joke. Seriously, Trump was talking some major points about the Civil War being largely avoidable. He is a leftist preacher. This is much more leftist sermon than it is a comedy routine. Even the chat is funnier than... Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, we could go get a retarded cat with a week to live that doesn't even sound like a real cat. Like, no, it sounds like... And that would be funnier to watch for 2 hours than this guy. He's going home to masturbate, uses tears as lube. That's true. Well,
Last but not least, my favorite entertainment channel is in the building tonight. CNN is here, baby. Now, you guys got some really weird trust issues going on with the public. I'm not gonna call you fake news, but everything isn't breaking news.
okay, once again, that's not a bad little bit there either, but this isn't that funny. I mean, I'm just mad at this. This is so safe. Usually the White House Correspondents dinner is more biting than this. Even Obama was funnier when he made fun of Trump. I mean, this is legit, like, the worst I've seen. Seth Meyers, I remember being there, I think, and I think he was pretty bad, too, but... Once again, I tell people, go watch that Norm Macdonald roast of Bill Clinton. That's fucking... You want to see a guy who's not holding back? Norm fucking Macdonald. He used to call Hillary Clinton a bitch on Saturday Night Live on fucking Saturdays. He called the First Lady a bitch. He's like, here's the president walking with the first bitch. And it'd be a picture of Hillary Clinton. And he's like, no, not that bitch. This bitch. And it's a dog. That's fucking great. And that was like in the 90s. Oh, yeah, my hamster's hilarious. I love it. No, this chat is Dick Cancer. That was actually my original name before I became a Renaissance man. But I thought Dick Cancer didn't have quite a good ring enough to it. I'll even go one step further than you guys. Leafy's funnier. That's right, Leafy. I went there.
Yeah, you can't go to DEF CON 1 just because Sanjay Gupta found a new moisturizer. Every time a story breaks, you guys go to 9 screens, 9 boxes on the screen. I'm trying to watch the news, not pick a player in Street Fighter.
See, these aren't very critical jokes. Like the Trump jokes, he's making fun of all these very personal things and calling them stupid and stuff. With the media, he's basically just saying, you guys have too many boxes of breaking... There's so many things you could make fun of with Don Lemon and Jake Tapper and all this bullshit with the media, and he's not bringing up any of that. Notice he's not really naming names either. He's really just... He's just kind of saying, like, MSNBC, CNN. He's not really being that critical. These are pretty safe jokes.
It's giving me anxiety. If you have 9 experts on a panel, what is your barrier of entry? Here to talk about transportation infrastructure is my Uber driver, Gary. Gary, what do you got?
That's not a bad point. That's actually kind of funny.
It just says Gary, 4.8 stars. He's like, I don't know, I got a mint. Thanks, Gary. Let's go to the countdown clock, to the next countdown clock.
He's actually picking up some momentum here in the end. I mean, it's still not good, but that first 10 minutes was really slow and uncomfortable. He actually seems a bit more confident here. He seems to feel like he's getting in his groove a little bit, like he's actually letting the jokes follow up faster and faster. He's not taking those pauses like he was.
All you guys do is stoke up conflict. Don, every time I watch your show, it feels like I'm watching a reality TV show. CNN Tonight should just be called, wait a second, now hold on, stop yelling at each other with Don Lemon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love this, but like I said, he has more energy here. Like, he is at least doing something. I mean, it's very safe, boring humor. I mean, you could rip into Don Lemon way more than that. That's not very funny.
You know your news, right? Come on. But every time I watch CNN, it feels like you're assigning me homework. Is Trump a Russian spy? I don't know. You tell me. Tweet us at AC360. No, you tell me. I'm watching the news.
I can't lie. I think he's getting a groove here. I mean, you guys may not agree with me. I think this last 30, 40 seconds here, he's kind of had a little groove of jokes here. Once again, not funny. Not saying it's funny. I'm just saying he's kind of getting his groove a little bit. Just my thing. I definitely don't think he's good, but this is a guy who doesn't seem uncomfortable to be on the stage like he did earlier.
But it feels like I'm watching CNN watch the news.
Yeah, I don't really have any problems with any of this so far. I don't think a lot of this is that bad.
Figure out what you want to say, then go on the air. But whenever...
That was his best bit so far, was that CNN bit. That was his best bit of the night, was the stuff on CNN. No, that's again, right, yeah, he's not making jokes, that's right. That's definitely true. But there's at least a premise somewhat, like how he's saying you guys treat it like a reality show, you're not doing your homework, you just go and yell at each other. That's kind of a joke premise, he's just not going into it, because he would have to actually get into black stereotypes from CNN, and he's not going to do that.
It feels like a little kid just ran into the room and is trying to tell you a story. You're just like, there's a wall. It's a 1.4 billion. 1.4 billion. Paul Ryan. Breathe. Take a minute. Drink some milk. Then tell us the story, Wolf.
That's the thing. It sounds like he's trying to give them support and help them instead of actually criticizing them for the shitlords they are. A real comedian would come in and just rip the media an asshole, like any comedian should for years. When was the news legitimate? It wasn't legitimate when I was a kid. It's been shit for a long time. I'm sick of this myth of the once great journalist. Maybe a long time ago, Edward R. Murrow, CBS News, even Walter Cronkite lied all the time. There isn't this, like, objective journalism we hear about all the time. I'm so sick of hearing that. It's just ridiculous. Oh, the cultural Marxists here are being really unfunny with these points they're making. Sure, his points on CNN were valid, but you could tell by the tone of it that he was still spreading his cultural Marxism to censor me and my friends on YouTube. Us in the skeptic community and the new media are here to tell you the truth about Donald Trump. Instead, go to Minds.com and give me money on my Patreon. I need your help now. It's the only way I can do the proper research to defeat the Marxism and win the cultural war. Which no one should want. Computing! It's more like shilling forever. Hello, welcome to Shilling Forever. I'm here to talk about this, Yeah, and that's saying something, because Armored Skeptic is very unfunny.
I know I'm busting balls. I don't...
That's ball busting? Holy shit, dude, come hang out with me and my buddies. You're not gonna have a good time. You have never had your balls busted. I will do some David Mamet, Glengarry, Glen Ross on your fucking ass. You will hear some fucking Quentin Tarantino, Joel's blowing some motherfucker's head off with saying Bible versus shit. You do not know getting fucking balls busted, motherfucker. Oh my god. I will ball bust the shit out of you. Ball busting. It's like when you talk shit with your friends and stuff. Like Goodfellas. This guy acts like he's like a ball buster. It's like, dude, if anyone made fun of you too harshly, you would turn into a total fucking dick. There's no way you could sit around with this guy or Trevor Noah and make a joke about anything you want. They would get pissed at some jokes you make. Which, to me, if you're a comedian and you get mad that someone makes a joke, it's like, fuck you, dude. Bye. Go be with the children. We're here making jokes for adults in the modern world, where we don't have your stupid arbitrary rules that you made up, these invisible rules. Who's Hasan Minhaj? No one. Why are we not referring to him as CF? Yeah, wait, did somebody called computing? I don't know. He is CF. I so hope... Man, I've done the computing forever voice 100 times. He's never going to watch when he's... So the other day I was searching YouTube and I saw a new channel by this guy, Renaissance Man, and he was doing a live stream about Hasan Minhaj's terrible cultural Marxist White House Correspondents dinner. And he was speaking in my voice and making points like I usually do in all of my videos. I agreed with every damn thing he said. So, in order to support me and him, please go to minds.com and give me money on my Patreon. It's the only way. Together we'll win the culture war. But don't forget to go to my Patreon and give me money. Without it, I can't do the proper research for my 8-minute videos on articles that I go find on the internet to support my opinion. I've been fucking harshing on Dave Cullen so bad lately. I gotta stop being so mean. I'm being so fucking mean. Oh my god. No, he would say they're racist and stuff. No, he would. He would call you racist and call you a fucking asshole. He would say... No, he even said it earlier, like, I love to watch Fox News to see them make fun of my people. And oh man, Sleep's in here. Hey, Sleep. Sleep, if people don't know, Sleep's actually the guy who did the artwork for my channel for the Patriarchy and stuff. He's actually the guy that does, who did the heads and everything, that I use for all the videos and some of the animation and stuff. So, it's really cool. I haven't seen Sleep in a while. But if you guys like the visuals on the Patriarchy channel, it comes from him. He is a really talented artist, and he actually did all that, stuff for me. Very kindly for free. And I credit him. I'm not going to pretend I made it, because I can't draw for shit. But he did it for me, and it's terrific. And I used to do my animation in Paint, so that's how low tier I was. I used to be the welfare kid of the art community in YouTube. Good shit, Sleep. He's not busting balls, just softly fondling them. That's the thing, he's softly building them up. He's like, hey, I know you guys messed up, but it's okay, kids. We'll work this out.
I don't have a solution on how to win back trust.
I don't. But in the age of Trump, I know that you guys have to be more perfect now more than ever. Because you are how the president gets his news.
Can you believe the president gets his news from the news? He's probably the first president who ever watches the news to get news, or read newspapers to get news. He's saying this to a group of people that are in the business of news, and he's saying the president gets his news from you. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I have to pay people to hang out with me, and you get channel art for free. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. He was interested in the concept, I think. I think he was more interested... I think he was interested in the concept, because I had a Halloween mask, and I kind of had a shitty drawing from that, and I think he liked the idea of drawing something off that character. But I kept getting comments all the time, like, your artwork's real shitty, your audio's real shitty, and then he's like, hey, I'll do your artwork, and I was like, alright. I thought it would look kind of... I didn't know it would look as good as it did. It actually looks much, much better. I actually think my artwork looks better than a lot of the other people in the community. Personally. That doesn't, you know, that's an opinion, but I actually really like the pat heads.
Not from advisors, not from experts, not from intelligence agencies, you guys.
Wait. Are the news media not supposed to be experts in news? Then what are they? Sargon's beer is luxurious. New ads. News or ads? Which is which? Yeah, he made me a lot prettier than I was before.
So that's why you gotta be on your A game. You gotta be twice as good. You can't make any mistakes. Because when one of you
Man, if the media was twice as good right now, they would still be shit.
messes up, he blames your entire group. And now you know what it feels like to be a minority.
No, now you know what it's like to be a white cis male for the last, like, 4 years. You even just told a whole group of white people that. You're having my doubts about my Kickstanian ways. Yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. Well, I mean, I don't know. I like Sargon, but, the whole, yeah, your hamster furry heaven. Yeah. Well, it's... I'm sure he's got this... I'm not sure he's got the stuff. To be honest with you guys, the whole Keck thing, and the Pepe thing, well, I do like the jokes and I like making fun of it. I do find it one of the, saddening, Hey, and by the way on that, I actually have a Pepe head as one of my heads on my videos. But, it is one of those things that I am worried that joke's gonna play out, the Keck and the Watch Frogs. I mean, I like it, but I am really worried that joke is going to go to shit. I really worry that whole subculture making those jokes and Keck and the Fly, like, you know, during the Shia period and all that, but I'm really worried like a few months from now we're gonna be like, oh god, quit making those jokes. I don't feel that way right now. I'm just saying I'm worried that could happen down the road. So I don't try to overdo it, because I'm worried if I overdid it, it would just be like, oh, you're doing Keck humor and saying Keck stuff. Don't get me wrong, in real life I do it all the time. I don't even say goodbye or thank you to people. I say praise Keck. No, I agree, all jokes do go to point. Do shit after a while. Tattoo, green anus bleach, Gundam or Mech Warrior style.
And I can see some of you guys complaining, like, what? I gotta work twice as hard for half the credit? Remember, you're a minority. You guys got a lot more experience.
Wait, what? Where's that at? Minorities work twice as hard for half the credit? That's just not true. Will Smith gets praised. The most famous basketball players are LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, I mean, Michael Jordan, you know, last year. Yeah, that's just not true. Like, if I have an Asian doctor, he didn't have to work harder to become my doctor. Do you play WoW? Are you not going to Keck? Play WoW? What is this, 2005? You kidding me? I know Keck is Egyptian, but it's the meme culture of Keck is a new thing. I would donate to a GoFundMe to buy an island and make it a Keck standing effect. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I'll give you a Daily Show speech, Bat Dog.
Than me, but I got 3 decades of being brown. So if you want to survive the age of Trump, you got to think like a minority. And now that you're a minority, oh man, everyone is going to expect you to be the mouthpiece for the entire group. So I hate to say it, but somewhere right now...
No, the left expects minorities to be mouthpiece for the entire group. I actually think of minorities as individuals, and people have different thoughts, and I don't think of them as a group collective like you do. Same thing with feminism and all that. I don't think anyone speaks for anyone. Affirmative action says you don't have to work twice as hard. Yeah, literally, you don't have to get... Black people don't have to get as high of an SAT score as me to get into college, and they can get jobs through affirmative action. There's actually programs to help you, and women, and all sorts of minorities. There's programs for fucking mentally handicapped people. There's pretty much a program for everything except white guys. You need that secondary monitor so bad. Oh, I know, man. I know, I agree.
All of you are being represented by Geraldo Rivera.
I would love to be represented by Geraldo. You know how many chicks he's banged?
Now that you're a truly minority, there's a distorted version of you out there. You know, Taco Bell for Mexican culture, Panda Express for Chinese culture, Huffington Post for journalism.
Wait, what? I mean, I kind of get that joke, but wait, let me go back. Wait, what?
You guys got a lot more experience than me, but I got 3 decades of being brown. So if you want to survive the age, be the mouthpiece for the entire group. So I hate to say it, but somewhere right now, all of you are being represented by Geraldo Rivera.
Oh no, Geraldo.
See, now that you're a truly minority, there's a distorted version of you out there. You know, Taco Bell for Mexican culture, Panda Express for Chinese culture, Huffington Post for journalism.
I mean, that's not a funny joke, but that's true. Huffington Post is fucking awful. I bet this guy's Indian, or is he not? I just assumed he's gay. They're checking all the boxes. HuffPo burn. Oh great, now I wait an hour for the video to buffer back to what's happening right now.
And then, when you actually manage to do great work, you get hit with the most condescending line in the English language. Hey, you're actually one of the good ones. Then you have to smile and say thank you.
I can't find a good one. I've been trying to find a good journalist in the mainstream media. If you could name me one, Hasan, I'd like to know.
Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
This isn't a guy who's had to suffer because he's a minority. It's a guy who's had to suffer because he wasn't as funny as the other comedians that he went up against. And he somehow scratched and clawed his way up to the middle.
By the way, you guys aren't really minorities. You guys are super white. But I could see MSNBC being like, we got our minority card. No. But your work is invaluable. And I mean that as a fake journalist. I am rooting for you. We're 100 days in, 1,000...
I'm a fake journalist, yet earlier I said we do this on the Daily Show every night, but nobody cares, yet I'm a fake journalist. So why should anyone care what you say about Donald Trump on the Daily Show? His whole routine has been very inconsistent with the theme. I mean, I'm waiting for a theme.
360 days to go. You guys are running the marathon, and I'm at the half-mile mark giving you tape for your nipples. So I'm wishing you nothing but the best.
God, he's so happy just to get any kind of response. Like, he's just so positive because he knows this is going to be the high point of his career.
You chafed, man? You look chafed? It's a long way to go. This has been one of the strangest events I have ever done in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, it's awkward because you were really unfunny for like 25 minutes and didn't tell any good jokes and people weren't laughing. That's why it was strange. It was like being at a bad stand-up show. This is what happens when you take your routine from a bunch of people with different points of view. It'll naturally contradict itself. That's the thing, yeah, it's clear he doesn't have one thorough point to his comedy. He doesn't have one consistent idea. He just slapped together a bunch of things people gave him. He got a bunch of jokes from people.
Like, I feel like I'm a tribute in the Hunger Games. Like, if this goes poorly, Steve Bannon gets to eat me, but...
Oh, if only. If only that happened.
I was asked to not roast the president and the administration in their absentia. And I completely understand that. We are in a very strange situation where there's a very...
He was never asked that either. That was never said to him once, so he keeps bringing that up, but it's like, that wasn't said to you. That has been established by the people here that that was not said to you. That was not brought up by anyone running this.
Bad relationship between the press and the president. But now that you guys are minorities, just for this moment, you might understand the position I was in, and it's the same position a lot of minority kids...
Okay, this is a guy who is rich, grew up in California, and works on The Daily Show, and he's talking to you about being a minority and struggling. Is anyone in my comment section who's white in this chat right now? Are any of you a comedian on television who gets paid a lot of money? Are any of you that are white? Because he apparently had to work harder than you guys to get where he's at. Oh, yeah. He's just not funny. Couldn't have happened to be a better libtard, and they are triggered. Trump upstaged them and want a place to reinforce the people that helped him win. So he's in the way so he is why the Daily Show's. Oh, there's a lot of reasons the Daily Show's not funny. Trevor Noah is the main reason. They're not hiring comedians.
It's feel in this country. And it's, you know, do I come up here and just try to fit in and not ruffle any feathers? Or do I say how I really feel?
You didn't say anything. You said literally nothing for 20 minutes or so. Oh, hey, Sharkfoot's here. Everyone, Sharkfoot does the music for my videos. Sleep was here doing, he does the visuals, and Sharkfoot does the music, mostly. Well, for the most part nowadays, you do the music. The whole crew's been showing up in the live stream tonight. It's been pretty exciting.
Because this event is about celebrating the First Amendment and free speech. Free speech is the foundation of an...
I love when liberals care about free speech all of a sudden. It's like you don't care about it anywhere else except in places like this. Now you care about it when you want to make fun of Trump. Then you care about free speech.
Open and liberal democracy. From college campuses to the White House. Only in America can a first-generation Indian American Muslim kid get on this stage and make fun of the president.
It's funny, the left only ever says that in situations like this. If you criticize Obama, you're a racist, and you can't do that in this country, yet he's allowed to make fun of the white president. That's the only time they care about freedom of speech. You see this all the time. They get to pick when it matters to them.
The orange man behind the Muslim ban. And it's a sign to the rest of the world. It's this amazing
That rhymed.
tradition that shows the entire world that even the president is not beyond the reach of the First Amendment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we all like it so much, and we hate that you guys are trying to take it away from us. Flight really, really bothers me. So could you, like, stop doing that?
But the president didn't show up. Because Donald Trump doesn't care about free speech.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Him not showing up in no way is a censoring of your free speech. You are literally there saying it. That is free speech. Him not showing up, that is... Are you kidding? What a fucking straw man here at the fucking end.
The man who tweets everything that enters his head refuses to acknowledge the amendment that allows him to do it.
What are you talking about? He didn't tell you you couldn't do this. You're literally doing this. Nobody has arrested you or anyone for free speech. You don't know what free speech means, moron. He doesn't have to show up to your fucking event and watch your bad stand-up routine.
Think about it. It's almost, what is it, 11? It's 11 p.m. right now. In 4 hours, Donald Trump will be tweeting about how bad Nicki Minaj bombed at this dinner.
I'm doing something. I made that Nicki Minaj joke like an hour ago, remember?
And he'll be doing it completely sober. And that's his right. And I'm proud that all of us are here tonight to defend that right, even if the man in the White House never would. So I'd like to thank the...
How did he not defend your right to freedom of speech? Did he say you couldn't do this? Did anyone remember Trump saying you couldn't do this? Oh, he can fuck right off. I think the audience is at the dinner cringed to death at why he's so quiet there. A room full of privileged people whining about how they work twice as hard as everyone else. Except Obama can't be critical of him. You're right, this is Smugville. No, this is worse than Smugmantha B. I mean, that's the thing. I don't get what his complaint is. Like he's saying that Donald Trump doesn't support free speech, yet there's no evidence of that. And his whole argument, the straw man that he's made up, is that because Donald Trump didn't show up to his event, he's not supporting this guy's right to free speech. As long as he's not taking away your right to free speech, that's what matters. It doesn't matter if he supports your free speech. I support your right to say this, but I wish you hadn't. You're allowed to do this, but I'm here mocking you because I think it's bad. Let me explain free speech to you, Hasan Minhaj, because we're about to wrap up here, and I'm about to end the stream because this has gone on way longer than it was supposed to. So let me get to the main point here. If his whole premise at the end of this was about free speech and all that, and I get to come and insult these people, and then Donald Trump's here and not support me, you cannot make that criticism when the left has spent the last 8 years making it where you couldn't be critical of the black president, where you couldn't be critical of leftist politics and ideologies without being labeled a racist, a bigot, a sexist. You can't have a problem with illegal immigration without being called a xenophobe. You can't make this criticism when you guys literally all the time attack our freedom of speech. People like you and Trevor Noah and Samantha Bee and Stephen Colbert constantly defend radical groups like Black Lives Matter, constantly defend radical Islam because it's politically correct. And any kind of criticism is considered bad. Even Bill Maher gets shit for criticizing Islam. That's not freedom of speech. Sure, no one's attacking them for saying it, but we don't come on then and say, I mean, you're basically doing the Dave Coleman thing. We have to fight for our freedom of speech here against the evil cultural Marxists. President Trump should have went to this event to support freedom of speech and show his solidarity with us and our movement. But it's not true. You can be a supporter of freedom of speech. I support him with freedom of speech, but if I don't go see a bad stand-up routine or I don't go to the White House Correspondents, that means nothing. If Obama didn't go do interviews on Fox News, that doesn't mean he's anti-freedom of speech. That means he didn't want to sit down and talk to Sean Hannity. That's his choice. That's part of having a right in this country. Just because the president didn't show up to your shit routine and you didn't get the reaction you want to, it's like, well, Trump doesn't support freedom of speech. You just made that up, dude. You made that up. You have no evidence for that claim. Until Trump actually changes the First Amendment, which I don't see that fucking happening, you're talking out your ass. They pretend to be dumb or cognitive dissonance. It's all an act. Just repeat keywords ad nauseum. Stacy, yep, you're exactly right. They also want to ban democracy. It's an echo chamber that they are brainwashed to not accept realities or fact that contradict the narrative. I think they might be this retarded. No, this is stupid. What he's saying, I mean, anyone watching this right now knows that's not true. Except if you wanted to believe that's true. Donald Trump supports free speech. Everyone knows that. Donald Trump says whatever the fuck he wants. This is the guy who got universally attacked and labeled a sexist for saying grab women by the pussy, telling a guy that women let him come up and grab them. These are all the people that jumped and called that guy pretty much a molester. They pretty much said he was like a rapist because he said that. And that was his free speech. So, yeah, I guess free speech is... There seems to be a little wavelength. There was a riot in downtown Portland today.
White House
No, I love the whole narrative, though. His whole speech wraps up as Donald Trump's anti-freedom of speech, not us liberals. Look, we came up to show up and do this. The irony of this.
Correspondents Association for having me here. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank Woodward and Bernstein for inspiring a generation of journalists. And I would like to thank Donald Trump.
Woodward and Bernstein inspired a whole generation. You know, I'll say it. I'm not the biggest fan of Woodward and Bernstein. I know. Watergate, Richard Nixon. Woodward and Bernstein are pretty much your definitive liberal journalists who tried to dismantle Richard Nixon, which has been used ever since to discredit any kind of Republican candidate. And many presidents have done pretty much stuff as bad as Richard Nixon and Watergate, yet never as criticized as Richard Nixon was. And that's considered the standard of journalism. And it's like, I don't really agree with that. But, I mean, I get it. I get it was a big deal. I've seen all the President's Men. But I don't really like to think of gold standard of journalism as going out of your way to get a president impeached. Because I don't want to hear that. Does that mean, like, hey, let's get Donald Trump? He's only saying that because he wants these guys to impeach Donald Trump with some kind of Watergate scandal. That's his hope when he says that.
Trump for inspiring the next. Thank you so much. It's been an honor. Good night. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
That guy's wiping the sweat from his head. Finally, it's fucking over. God damn it, please. Please let me go home. Oh, we finally threw the ring in the Mordor. The fiery pits of Mordor. We can go back to the Shire and rest again.
Thank you, guys.
The journey's
really
over.
Thank you.
Oh, God. We finally blew up the Death Star. It's time to go get the medals. Finally. 5 points for Gryffindor!
5 points to Slytherin.
Well, we made it, guys. We fucking made it. Oh my god, Woodward and Bernstein at the Trump 20... Oh my god. See, that was only a 25-minute monologue he did that was fucking awful. There was a lot more people. Samantha Bee. I mean, that was just a little taste of the whole show, guys. That was the taste of the Super Bowl. Let's investigate Pizzagate on stream. Yeah, sure. He helps those people watch his show. You had to go there. Get the fuck off my stage. Yeah, you get the... Alright, guys. I think I fucked this dog hard enough tonight. I think I won't be rocking right for a while. I'm pretty confident in that. I appreciate you guys watching the stream. I appreciate you guys going through with me. I know it was a 25-minute video that we made over 2 hours. I definitely appreciate you guys watching the ads. And that's pretty awesome. So, I definitely appreciate that. And remember, if you guys actually do watch ads on here, this is one of the only ways I actually get ad revenue, because I definitely get ads on here. So, in the future, please try to help me with the ads on here. And yeah, I like the idea of watching some Young Turks videos. I think we'll do that here soon. We'll go watch some Young Turks videos or something. But that was a rough experience. That was a rough time, wasn't it? That was a little traumatizing. I'm triggered. I mean, trigger warning. I'm triggered. I should have put a trigger warning at the beginning of this. But oh, thank you for saying it's a good stream. But hey, you guys, this is probably the most packed stream we've had so far. So that's awesome. That's really awesome, and it was a lot of fun to do. And you guys are always the best. It's always the best to read the chat and everything. And it's always I don't know, it's always worth doing this because of the sense of community and giving something back and really feeling I don't know. You feel like you're hanging out with your friends watching videos. I don't feel like I'm making a patriarchy video. I feel like I'm just hanging out with some friends. So that's kind of how it is. You do it like you're hanging out with your friends. Or at least that's how I see it. Maybe I'm just being a faggot. That's probably very possible.